more dollars.
Than what you're getting paid for working actually in the.
Yeah.
So wait, are you quitting your job at the hospital already?
No, I'm not quitting my job.
No, he has
I'll be
two jobs, sort of.
two
right?
jobs now. Yeah.
Leif's gonna work in academia.
Yeah. When I get old, I wouldn't mind like actually teaching at the college.
It's what you're doing right now. Just try and get full time.
I mean, but it'll be at the hospital, like clinical stuff. They're paying me to babysit them at the hospital, basically.
Sounds fun.
Yeah.
Sounds
that'd be
awesome. I mean, you're getting paid also, so it's a win-win for you.
Yeah, I'll just have to, tell them what to not do and what to do and get paid for it.
I thought you worked more than 3 days a week. I thought you like work.
No, I work 3 days a week.
Dang.
From Sunday to Saturday.
Oh.
Leif works 3 days a week. It's usually the worst 3 days in a row, or he works a shit schedule, or he works like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or something.
The worst I have is Saturday, Sunday, Tuesday, Wednesday. That's about the worst I have.
Small sacrifice in my opinion. It was like 3 days. Like, okay, I can tolerate it.
After that, I'm off for 4. I'm sorry. Should go to a tech school for a tech job.
Oh.
Just chicken.
So
are you guys ready?
Yeah,
Been
mostly.
ready.
Brad
doesn't
stream then.
I drank my tea. I took my Tylenol. I'm ready.
Starting.
Actually, let me go change into fucking shorts because the heat's on.
It's so nice right now in Florida. I'm so happy. The sun's not powerful.
The sun's weak.
It has finally hit its ugly face from our mainland.
Again, onto this, Brad, and it's over.
Don't say such things. It's been a good week, or good weekend actually. Valve still loves me. Weather's nice.
Valve still loves you.
Finally got
Valve.
Giratina
They love you.
on Pokemon Go after freaking 5 raids, but it's okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
I wanted to see our
Valve approved
your Knuckles.
Yeah, and I'm just so excited. Oh my gosh, I've been wanting him for so long.
The fuck are you smoking?
He wants those Knuckles so he can grab them anime titties in VR.
I can just remake my job sim videos with finger tracking. Such easy money, yes!
That's cool, Leaf.
There you go, Brad. You
I
can use
don't
our pumpkins.
follow a single thing you said, but okay.
I understood that.
Brad, where were the VR chat streams? You could have made it big.
Yeah, that's even. I tried to go on VR chat, but I was really creeped out by most people on there.
Like super cancerous.
That's where you get the views.
I'm sorry, I can't do it.
Only 3 ways to get views. VR chat.
See,
Fortnite.
the thing is if someone started
Hershey, what
creeping
do
me
you
out,
want?
I would weird them out even more. I just keep raising the bar until I get banned from Twitch.
That game gives me more social anxiety than real life, which is pretty crazy.
It's kind of sad.
I was telling my coworkers about Brad the other day.
Feed my dog.
It was basically like, yeah, I have someone that looks exactly like me in Orlando, and he's exactly like me in every way. Equally depressed, equally.
I think you're more depressed than me right now.
I'm Brad levels of depression like 3 years ago.
Brad can be depressed. That I didn't know.
We're correct.
When the meme that Brad cries all the time came along.
Hey, Bone, how's it going?
I just drown my problems in alcohol.
Oh, those are really good, Leaf. Holy crap.
Mine's the Gengar. My wife.
Oh, his pumpkin stuff.
Yeah, that's really good. I'm really impressed.
Posting those on his Facebook right now.
Probably.
I mean, they're already there. They're already my wife already posted them.
No, he's gonna post. Brad's gonna post them on his Facebook.
Oh yeah, go
Me
ahead.
and Leaf both did Pokemon pumpkins. Oh,
He's
so
cute.
cute. I know.
That avatar, Schnoodly.
Yeah,
Yep.
just a little bit.
Bone
I like-
comment about it.
Brad's traded his good one for some
Whatever that
strange
is.
mole rat.
Nick
Tony
Morat.
2012.
Look, there was a grenade accident and melted all my hair off.
It's like a.
Oh,
Did
I
anybody,
have-
did anybody catch the fucking thing that I posted way back?
Yes, I saw that.
Which
Oh,
one?
the,
Let me repost
Only stupid
it.
assholes throw grenades in this block.
Yeah.
That was so masterfully created.
That
That
was-
was
There, I reposted it.
like the more
Only
the
dumbass.
the more I studied the meme, the more impressed I was with it.
Well, it hit you, so.
What even is that mouse?
It's a rat from Starfinder.
Is it on one of the
So
pages?
good.
I don't know. I looked up
Jesus
Yusuke
Christ.
Starfinder and
Oh, really?
yeah, and posted it.
Every time I look up Starfinder, it tries to take me to Starlink now. Starfinder.
Nice.
Oh, it brings me this stupid fucking PDF holder with all the rule books and shit.
Let me open my PDF fucking shit.
I guess I
while I'm
should do
thinking.
that at some point as well.
No, I don't want to look at this stupid shit. I just want to open Starfinder pictures.
Putting in here just for reference in the future, if someone were to watch this, like, what are they talking about? Okay, now I'm taking it
I
off.
was at my mall the other day, and some people invited me to play D&D every Saturday. I looked at them, I said, no, I already have to deal with this shit once a week. I'm not doing it 2 times a week.
Who's invited
were
to play
you at?
D&D?
There's a place in my mall that holds D&D
Oh.
every week.
Oh, you see like a poster plastered in front saying Saturday
No, it's like a
D&D.
little game area. It's like a dark room. It's like supposed to be in like a nightclub, but it has Xbox One set up that you can play any game you want for an
Hold on.
hour.
A nightclub that
Nightclub
plays
is
D&D.
Xbox One
We have-
with D&D.
we have
There
one of
was
those
something
too.
like that in the mall here called Game Frog for a while. It was actually kind
Yeah,
of
we have one called
Sure, it's
Game
not-
It's pretty interesting, but it was like,
They're
no,
interesting
I'm not gonna
ideas.
pay $9.99 to play video games for an hour.
What? It was like
$9.99
like
an hour?
$1 an hour or something.
Yeah.
Oh
Where
yeah,
the place
ours
we
was
were.
like
We have
10
something
bucks for-
like this here, but it's a bar. You don't pay for anything except drinks, and that's about it. They supply
That would
you-
actually be pretty nice.
Yeah, supply you board games, or you bring your own D&D game or stuff like that, tabletop games.
It's because it's more of a video game place. It's in the mall, so parents can bring their screaming kids, leave them in there while they go do stuff.
we have a play area for the kids like that.
The
It smells like
playground.
shit every time I walk by.
The
Yeah.
playground.
Yeah.
All your neck beard, sweaty neck beards.
No, I don't have that anymore. I shaved it.
No, not yours. I'm talking
Oh.
about, I'm talking about just the people in general.
It wasn't that sweaty.
Well, not you necessarily, but there are people out there that don't
Oh,
shower.
I know.
The sweat
I was
spot.
told
Yeah,
to
that's a
stop
widespread thing.
Don't
That's why I don't
what?
go to conventions, because I don't want to deal with people who literally don't know how to fucking shower.
Oh. Yeah.
Brad is one of them people. It's like, yeah.
What?
Yes.
What? No.
Yeah, yeah.
I can believe it.
At worst, my worst is on the weekend, and it's like I'll shower on Friday. It'll be Saturday, and I'll wake up Sunday. I'm like, do I want to take a shower right now in the morning, or do I do it later? And at the worst, I'll just not shower until Monday morning for work. But generally, I have to take a shower because I hate the feeling of not being showered.
Me too.
No matter how drunk I am, I gotta take a shower. I don't care. I refuse to lay down in bed with my filth. Like, nope.
Listen, Double, I was advanced filth. I'd get home from working in the kitchen and fall straight in the bed and go to sleep, and wash my
That's-
sheets every like 2 days.
Hell
That's
no.
what I do. I just come home from work, covered in dirt and grime, and
Yeah, but it's like
All right, let's do this shit.
Yep.
You sleeping here?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're all here.
I've just been waiting.
I have no clue or memory of what we did.
That's why I'm
We-
gonna give you guys a summary.
Fought
We
those
got off
things
the
and
planet.
I
portals
remember
open.
the portal.
So last
But-
time,
On
left
Starfinder
off.
Z.
you guys had
So forth.
Gone to a volcanic world, satellite moon that had a kind of twin planet very close to it, but phased out. You found a fortress that you guys absolutely gutted for all sorts of artifacts and whatever else you could possibly find.
Or maybe we've had that stick.
And then, after about a day, you conducted a little ritual where you opened a portal. After which, a lot of enemies came pouring out of it, and one neutral guy who you ended up taking back to your ship. You had an encounter with some outsiders, an angel, an Azada, and two demons, and someone from Pharasma, which Revid took after. And now, today, we're back on the ship as you guys are preparing to go back through the portal as they had asked, or whatever. And you brought this guy onto the ship with you. He's never seen technology before like this. And so, to start off, are you guys doing anything to prepare for...
We need the.
We need weapons
beds.
and armor.
I wish to
Got
craft more
weapons and
grenades.
armor.
Upgrade weapons and armor though, because we're going to the portal. So
I would remove all the grenades from bread.
Yeah, Schnoodly hasn't literally given us any upgraded armor this entire playthrough. He just keeps giving us weapons and I think it's gonna appease us.
I remember we can upgrade it
Thank
by
you.
leaf.
Yeah, you can upgrade your armor, but
Yeah, but we don't got enough money.
The materials, right, for the moon?
in all reality, you're really not high enough level to move to the next level of armor. A lot of these
Yeah.
armors are like.
I'm still wearing fucking level 1 armor.
Well, look at
That's your
armor.
fault.
What? It's my fault that you're not dropping armor in the characters.
Yeah, I shouldn't just be giving you guys... I'm giving you
I'm not
guys...
asking for us to give us
doesn't
armor.
help
I'm
me
asking you
average
drop
all the
armor
time.
every once in a while. We've killed what? 25 people. We haven't gotten a single piece of
Yes,
armor.
but we
You're a
continuously.
goddamn giant lizard man. They're not gonna fit you.
We're continuously shredding people, throwing them into rivers of lava, turning
It's
them into
not
blood
my
rain.
fault that you guys.
Oh, who
Okay.
threw the guy in the river of lava last time?
We don't need his stuff.
Okay.
I've only visceraled one enemy, Mister. I've visceraled 17 fucking enemies.
Look, it's a hobby of mine, okay?
Double that background.
I just posted a bunch of pictures of this place on board.
Oh, whoops.
Alright.
Yeah, a lot of these
Well.
armors are not meant for level 2 and 3. And what are we, level 3? Yeah, we're level 3.
Yeah.
I mean, I built some shit for my cat last time around. Some armor. He's got better armor than all of you.
I gave him all my fucking UPBs and used them all making my sword better, and I still got shit armor.
Yeah.
That
I
sucks.
made a grenade launcher.
I'm making more medicine. I don't even know what fucking medicine I have anymore. It's been so long since we actually had to use the shittiest doctor ever because I literally never have to doctor anybody.
No. I could make you some armor like I have, the Kasatha microcords. It's only 460. So
Forgot how many I have. Let's see. 900.
no. I mean, what armor do you have right now?
The basic one, which one we start out with. Let's see.
Second skin.
Yeah, that's all. Yeah, we never bought anything.
Why are you
Well, your
still
second
kidding?
skin gives you a +5 dex bonus. I don't know. That's up to you. I'm not gonna
Does
dissuade
it?
anybody.
Plus 5
From,
dex bonus?
at least that's what the maximum dex bonus is for that. It says. How that works, I'm not 100% sure.
So, what do you want to do?
Where are these other purchases? Is that personal items?
Looking at Schnoodly's unsymmetrical beard right now.
What?
Took
What?
Snapchats of Gunther.
Oh,
Everybody fucking forgot they added me on Snapchat, so I see all of their stories
I didn't
now.
forget.
I know, because you send me shit, and I read it, and I'm like, I stop and go to sleep.
I forget about Snapchat.
That's how
This is
bored I
there.
am at work.
Where's all this shit at? I don't. Personal items, there we go. That's what I'm looking for. Need a bedroll. It's only 15 UPB. Jesus Christ, cheap. Let's see. What else do we need? Umbrellas, tools. No.
Looking at armor right now. Hold on.
We need a ladder.
Why the hell we need a ladder? We need a
Tactical
fucking
ladder.
Wouldn't the rope be a more
I'm not
lightweight
carrying
thing?
a tactical ladder. I'll say that.
Solger
right
can carry the tactical ladder.
We need a ladder like the one guy.
Fucking Gilligan.
Gotta pay
don't
me
want
1,000
cot.
souls to get to your ladder.
Do I want a cot instead of a fucking bedroll? Maybe I'll make both just in case.
Why don't we make a tent and shit?
I did not need tents on here.
Let's make a survival kit, because we're gonna get fucking lost in the void.
Oh, we probably will get lost.
Rope is 1 for every 50 feet. Jesus Christ, I could make a lot of rope. I'm gonna make 500 feet of rope.
I'm getting a clip right now.
Jesus.
Where is my inventory? 500 feet of rope.
I'm trying to remember what I have.
Now, how much was that per foot?
think I have a
1 per foot.
detonator
So
for
that's
some
10. I need 10 minus. That gives me 590 UPBs. Okay. Let's see. Do I want a sleeping bag? Would I rather have a sleeping bag? I'm gonna take a sleeping bag and a cot so I can sleep on the sleeping bag. Sleep on the cot in my sleeping bag. Yeah. Gotta stay warm.
Let's click that video.
What video?
The one I just added all of y'all in Starfinder. Somehow none of you got that notification. I'm glad to see all y'all have it on.
Yeah, I have it on. I can see it. I was just looking at
Fucking-
cots and bedrolls.
I remember that movie. I remember that scene.
It's multiple scenes.
Do you know what we need? Some rope. Absolutely.
What are you, insane?
I'm not insane. Charlie Bronson's always got rope.
What?
I haven't seen this movie since it first came out.
Movies, they
Yeah,
always
since he was
got
moving for a very long
Lost it,
time.
haven't you?
It's on fucking Netflix right now, so I just watched it
That's
again
stupid,
recently.
man. One thing you need a rope for.
It hasn't aged well.
That's a hell of a gun right there.
Station.
On our double the size Cyclone. I'm glad everybody watched that video that I posted the other day, so you guys can see how tiny that vehicle's actually supposed to be and how big my character's not supposed to fit in it.
That's right. There's a rope right there.
I like that cat with the knife pointing at it is one of my favorite images ever. That and the one with the banana. That's the best one.
Have you watched the videos of cats losing their shit to cucumbers?
Yes.
Pretty good. I fucking...
Okay, I want a cot and I want.
Bone posted that somewhere.
What are these maps? What do you do with these maps? Maps are digital
Find where
files.
you go.
To browser maps. Maybe I'll take a survey map just in case we don't get fucking lost.
A survey map.
Yes. No, maybe I want a navigational map.
The fuck was that?
That was me.
That was
And
a
I
dog.
tapped my feet.
What level are we? 3?
3.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that
I
should...
love this picture. Red Dead Redemption 2. Profanity check. You can't name your horse asshole. That's a game that's rated 18 plus. The Breath of the Wild. Are you sure you want to name this horse asshole?
Okay, a cot and a sleeping bag are gonna cost me 10 plus 25 makes 35. Oh, 10 plus what? Yeah, 10 plus 35. 35 minus 90 is 55. No, 65. No, it's 55. Okay.
So 1200. 1220 divided by 2 is...
Is it metal though? You gotta make sure it's metal.
Graphite?
I don't know.
No. Carbon skin.
Play this video with sounds.
Diamond, graphite, nanotube, white carbon. Time to find something else.
Kids are fucking stupid.
This is gonna hurt. I can feel
What was
that.
that?
Heard the
I can
noise?
feel that.
Punk. Did you play it with Soundleaf?
Yes. Bunk. Jeez.
Have more if you want to see more.
I follow that subreddit too.
Oh, that hurts.
There you go.
Jeez.
I hope you follow Startled Cat subreddit.
Maybe.
I can't find any metal armor, unfortunately. They're all ceramic or graphite or diamond.
Right on his nuts.
What is it?
Okay, do I have everything else I want? Glass cutter, gear maintenance kit. I want to take one of those. Sure, why not? Gear maintenance kit, there's 5. I'm gonna take 2 of these.
Where did my fucking pen just go? Set it down. Oh, there it is.
Okay, I'm not worried about food, so you guys can worry about food.
I'm just gonna keep posting Reddit links.
I mean, are you gonna get ready? What are you gonna sleep on?
I don't know.
Do I have food? Let's see.
Prepare yourself.
Personal.
I can't. I gave you all my fucking UPVs.
No, you didn't.
I did. I sent you 900 of the fuckers. That's all I had.
Well, did we use all of them?
We used like 85% of them.
Let me see. What did I want? A cot and a bedroll. Another 35. Put that in your inventory, Solger.
Make it cost twice as much. It's gonna have to fit me. I'm not sleeping with my hands and feet touching the ground.
Okay, so 70.
Yeah.
45, 25.
I can only imagine your character giving me a cot, and I just look at it like, this doesn't even cover half of my character. What the fuck are you?
You've got a cot and a sleeping bag, so you can be warm while sleeping on your cot. there.
I can't remember how you do your inventory.
You just add an item to it, and then add the weight. And they're not very heavy. It's like one bulk when it's being carried.
I just keep putting it in my personal journal, actually, now that I remember.
Oh, maybe you can make this for me.
Easy to get
Re-
to.
Reinforced Ava suit.
EVA suit.
Where?
Armory book.
Armory.
Page was it 71? Under heavy armor.
Are you able to wear heavy armor?
I don't see why not. Let me check.
You can wear all of you can wear heavy armor. It's just you're not proficient with it, so you get a negative check.
You get -5 speed for it, so you move 25 instead of 30.
I'll take it anyways. Like, it may be slow, but
Which
don't
one
Do
fight
you have the
defense.
money and supplies to get it?
Well, he said that he can make it.
It costs UPBs. How much does it cost in cash?
1300.
1300, so divide by the 2.
Is it metal though?
650. Doesn't say it's metal, but I assume it's gonna be metal.
Let's see.
I mean, those things are mostly. Where is it?
So page
69 in the
oh.
armory.
$69?
In the armory. Or 71 if you want the text.
Leaf, how much was the cotton sleeping bag?
Together it'd be
Hey.
45.
Wolf, wolf.
45. I'll give you 45 if you make those.
Sure. Put them in your inventory. Take your shit away. Get somebody some power armor.
Where's the description for it?
71. In the armory. In the armory.
Yeah.
Page 71.
Reinforced EVA suit.
Oh, there it is.
73.
I see. Yeah, it's large part metal.
Yep.
Okay.
Nice. Okay, then
Do you have 650, 675?
I do.
Okay. I guess subtract what you don't have. And put
Leaves
it on.
me 225 left. Where do I put it on? Oh, you mean add it to my thing? Worksheet. Like,
Yeah, put it in your armor.
Gotcha.
Do these things update with our armor stats, Schnoodly? Are they automatically updated?
You'll have to put it on and equip it.
Okay.
And make sure you change it to heavy.
Like where you have your armor, you replace second skin with the armor.
Gotcha.
Oh, I gotta open Oliver's character sheet too, that's right.
Damn, I don't have enough to actually make any armor.
Well, hopefully we'll find you some armor soon. That's all I can tell you.
I'm not taking any chances. We're in like a different world. Who knows how?
As long as we don't fucking separate
Wait.
and come across it.
Oliver has poison fangs? What the fuck? Jesus.
His fangs are poison.
I just saw this on my front page of Reddit. Where the fuck is this image? I just saved it.
You roll that really quick.
Wow.
What's this look like?
What?
Jesus. 8 damage for a bite. And if you roll a 20, you're poisoned. Jesus Christ. Slightly scared of the -4 for computers.
I didn't even see it popping up in the roll bar.
What did I rolled it to the? Why does it roll to the? Why does it roll only to the GM? How do I change that shit?
Uh, because only you and I can edit, can control it. Stuff.
That works.
I think. I don't know. NPC rolls only roll to me, I think.
Yeah. That's alright then.
Is it fun now?
So, what are you guys gonna do?
Let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, let's go.
Is everybody ready? Solger, are you ready? You packed up? You got all your shit?
Uh,
Brad, are you still awake?
Yep.
does anybody grab food for the party?
I don't need food. I fucking don't eat.
Drown this fucking robot.
I just need the wall.
Gunther. God.
Yeah, Gunther. Tell them how it is.
Told you.
Give me 1 second, I want to check some weapons. And then we'll head out.
I gather food supplies, I guess, for several days.
Brad, did you make yourself more grenades?
Is it human
Yeah.
hands, human legs, Silver?
I don't
Right.
eat human body parts like you, Double.
I also want Leaf to upgrade them. Smile.
Double's waiting for the one day that I finally go cannibal in one of these games. And he's to
I'm-
bring up the fucking forest nonstop.
Oh yeah,
Just
we can
saying.
actually upgrade. You just upgrade based off the difference. Huh. Forgot about that shit.
Apparently, you're technically supposed to pay the whole price and then some, but that's stupid. So, fuck that.
Well, I can't upgrade the dueling sword because you can't upgrade it till you're level 8.
Yeah.
Fuck. What about my gun? Where the hell is my static pistol? What was it, the next one? What was that gun we were all like, ooh, the handgun, the hand cannon? Where the hell was that at? I remember it being fairly cheap. No, the arc pistol, static arc pistol isn't upgraded to level 13. Good grief.
Let's set our spells real quick. Or do I even have to do that?
I want to make sure my food's ready while we're waiting.
Oh dear.
More backstory stuff at all, by the way.
I know, because you're the worst player.
No, it's because I've been at work all week and I haven't had any time. Fucking walked around all day yesterday.
It's fine, only Leaf sent me any extra background.
It's fine. I can make my backstory up as we go, and it'll actually work.
The whole point is so that I know what scenarios and crap, characters, and
Sorry,
all
I didn't have
sorts of
time.
I'm a rat.
Jesus Christ.
With confidence. I'm proud. Alright, I'm ready.
Yeah, I suppose I'm ready as well.
I'll spend like a day or something when I have minimal amount of work to do and write up a bunch of bullshit.
Well,
And you can't
Jeez.
call me the worst because I actually have a reasonable amount of backstory, unlike some people.
I don't know why my dog keeps barking. Alright, so what are you guys gonna do?
Gonna head out, back
Head-
out to the
Portal?
portal, I guess.
How much is food supplies for 7 days gonna weigh, Schnoodly?
Let's see. Other purchases.
It's not a purchase. We have the food on our ship, you bastard.
Well, presumably you'd have to make it. Well, just say that you'll take enough food for a week, and it depends on what kind of food it is, whether it lasts that long.
Your dog's excited for the mission.
Yeah.
What in God's name is this snap rod? He's a little. I'm posting this on Discord, Brad.
Wait, what?
You sent me a snap a second ago.
Yeah.
It's going in Discord.
Oh no. Don't show that part of me on Discord.
Just now a mouth. It's gonna be 81 degrees tomorrow. Damn.
It's gonna be like 60 here.
So,
86. Fuck off.
Yeah, 60 degrees. Let's do this. Let's fucking quit fucking around.
Let's go.
Fine, I've only been sitting here for 45 fucking minutes. I haven't moved 2 feet.
All right, let's get the fuck out of this ship. Take everybody, even the cat.
alright.
I asked when was this cat always here?
Yes,
For the past 4 games, yes.
it's been here since we left the.
Alright, give us an image
Was it
of
on a
the-
ship or something? Is that what happened?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
We
of this
adopted.
thing.
I've just finally taken the time to train it and make it battle ready.
Surely didn't have to destroy anything in the ship, which I'm pretty disappointed, but
That's okay. It's battle ready now. It's
I
ready to go
accidentally
punch faces.
locked my dog outside.
alright.
Are you guys heading out?
Yes.
We're gonna. Is the NPC coming with us?
Yes.
Alright.
He's leading us to where the fuck we gotta go.
So can we have this train for right above the portal? We're gonna have Cheese fly the ship to the surface. And we're gonna offload the vehicles. I'm telling them what's happening, and then we're gonna chain up the cyclone to the ship and bring it up on the roof to drive it through the portal. Got
I
anything
mean,
to say
you
about
can
that?
try.
Sure.
Go.
You can certainly try.
Well, let's do this.
The portal itself is only a 10-foot by 10-foot, and it's on steps. Going up to it.
A fucking all-terrain vehicle.
So you might be able to squeeze it in there.
Don't scratch the paint.
You're also, I mean, you're not sure what's on the other side. But
Just go on foot then, damn it.
it's
Fine.
let me bring you guys there, I guess. Alright, so are you going to try this? Going to try to bring the vehicles through the portal?
I don't know. I don't know what anybody wants to do. No one wants to talk right now.
I mean, we can try to fit the damn. 10 feet's not that wide. I mean, how wide is this damn thing? 9.9 feet. Are we gonna say that?
You see how big the cyclone is.
I mean, how wide is a car normally, it's probably plus 30%. How wide is a wide truck?
Can we
average
pivot it? Can we just
width
pivot
of
it and just
vehicles.
slide it in?
It's 14 feet long, 1.7 meters wide, so 5.6 feet wide,
So
6.6 feet
probably
high.
it'll be pretty close to that 10 feet just to fit you.
I just told you the averages of a car.
Yes. Of a car.
Yeah, calculator. Let's do this.
What?
Googled
Calculator 5.
What are you calculating?
it. Average size of
The
car.
width of the cyclone is 7.28 feet.
Okay.
Yes.
So it will easily fit
Be
through.
8 to 9 feet wide.
Wait, why did you just make this portal smaller?
No, the vehicle
Oh,
is
I thought
8
you were
to
saying
9
the
feet
portal's now
wide.
8 to 9. Like, what the fuck?
Well, you can fit it in. We just have to kind of
So
guide
it's
it
just a
in.
walkthrough.
It just drives up in.
Just tilt it and then just push it in. There you go.
What is wrong with you fuckers? He said it's 10 feet wide, the car is 7. This is simple math.
Okay then, Mister I'm perfect driver, drive the car in.
God.
Leave the mirrors on.
Why don't you drive it in, Mr. I've got mad piloting skills more than our ace pilot.
Sure.
I mean,
Yeah, try and blow a hole in my logic there. It actually makes sense.
You need to put the.
all right, let me go back in the ship. I'll get the railgun.
You need the cat on the
Jesus.
screen.
You're only
Listen,
gonna
no
be
one
on this
says
screen
anything,
for a
and I give
split
an
second.
idea.
Well, fine. Put us through the next. We're walking through. We're driving
Yeah.
the damn car in.
Alright, do you bring
Okay,
any hover
hang
bikes?
on, there's shit that's gonna happen.
I'm asking them questions. Are they bringing the bikes? Are they bringing the flying spaceship? Are we doing any of these things?
Can't fit the flying spaceship's definitely not fitting through this. I
I
can tell
don't
you that.
know. I'm just asking.
I can tell you that right now. I'm not taking my bike. I don't.
Okay,
No.
so the bikes aren't going through then.
No.
Well,
Alright.
we're not all going to fit in that vehicle, so
Yeah,
That's
well,
perfectly
so
fine.
we can work.
I can send someone's lap.
So you're taking the bikes?
No.
I'm not
Okay.
taking my bike. If Brad wants
So
to take
you're
his
only
bike.
taking the one vehicle through.
I see.
That can fit 3 people.
Yeah, we could fit 5.
I mean, yeah,
Really comfortable.
there's a trunk space, right? You can fit 2 in there.
He's shoved in the trunk.
I'm putting
Jesus
Brad
Lord.
and Oliver in
Why
the
don't we
trunk.
just not take it? Because it's not gonna fit everybody.
Fine, whatever you want.
I can tell Solger, like, Schnoodly's just rolling his eyes, like, oh my god.
Let's
Yeah.
just not take it. We're walking in. We're walking in.
We're walking in.
The thing about D&D is we do everything out of
Whoa.
character, and we're supposed to do all this in character. So it just kills me.
Doesn't matter. We're walking in. We're walking in.
Sure.
Alright, so
We
Have you
walk through the
guys-
building as a
Alright.
party, go to the upper floors, get to the roof.
okay. And once you're on the roof, you are greeted by some not very familiar figures standing around the portal, and off to the side, an enormous pile of bodies that has apparently been building up.
I wish to speak to the thing.
Which thing?
Don't say that. Just say what you have your character say it. It's so stressful, guys. Just like I wish to do this. Just say
do
I
it.
talk to this.
Hi, how are you?
Who are you saying that to?
Wait, how many are there?
There's 3 of them.
There's 3 of them.
The one in the middle.
She looks down at you and is like, I'm alright. Thank you for asking, little one. And she looks over at Revid and is like, but I'm here for him.
Here for me. What?
Oh, you can take him.
Well, thanks,
Jesus
Brad.
Christ.
I look
What
at
do you need me
Brad
for?
Very disapprovingly.
She motions over for
Yeah.
you to come to her.
Fine.
I mean, I just think she wants, you know.
Shut it, rat.
I put my hand on Leaf's shoulder and ask him, what in God's name is he thinking? He has no clue who this is.
Something tells me to trust this thing.
Let him bang the angels. Fine.
You know.
As you approach, she introduces herself. She says, my name is Ilariel. I, also known as the Soul Deacon. I am here to help you release those on the other side. However, of course, I can't go through the portal. I will assist you in whatever ways I can.
Don't trust her.
Look,
You
Brad,
hear Brad just
know-
yell from the back.
I'm covering.
You know nothing. You know nothing.
Sounds like a movie.
I'm covering
I
his mouth. I'm covering his mouth.
I mean, a
He's
space
muffling.
movie.
Jesus.
Yusoki had pretty big mouth, so
Biting my hand. God damn.
I just look at the rat as he's
It's Pandora's
gibberish.
box. It must be.
Look,
She's
I'll take.
Pandora.
Alright.
Trying to
Alright.
trick some fool.
If we're going this route, Brad. All right. Yeah. I'm
All right.
scrolling down right now. I'm about to. All right. I'm casting a spell, Schnoodly. I'm gonna cast Fear on Brad.
what?
Please do it.
I did it.
Okay.
I don't know which die I'm supposed to use, but I rolled 2 10s. It looks like.
Does
Actually,
fear
no.
make me run away?
No, only if you.
So
Be
I'm just
quiet.
going to take whatever ranged attack it says for this shit.
It's. Wait a minute.
Because it really should be. Actually, I don't think you have to
It's a CQC attack.
roll for anything.
Oh,
He just
alright.
has to roll a DC.
A what? Just a dice check, or
Yeah, it's a well, it's a yeah. It's a
Okay.
check to make sure to open up that spell.
I roll it, so you can be.
Yeah, I don't know if that has all the
Yeah. unless it's
difficulty
one.
check modifiers. Fear. Spell description. F. Fear. Saving throw. Will.
Go ahead, Brad.
Make a will throw,
Oh,
Brad.
sorry. I'm opening up the sheet.
Ah! Get wrecked.
Unfortunately, Brad, Brad, you touch him, and just this wave of just horrifying pictures flash through your mind, and you are seized up and terrified. And go ahead and roll for how many rounds, for how long he's.
Flashback numb.
I roll an intimidate check now to make him tell him to be quiet.
Sure. Oof.
Life is scary.
Not
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 too long.
intimidated at all.
I got a 9.
You can add a +2 to that.
I
But
got 11.
yeah, so he looks at you, and when you look up and see this big lizardman, what you normally see is a aggressive, scary, about 8 feet taller than you. But this time he looks like a demon, and he's horrifying with teeth everywhere. And he tells you to be quiet.
You got nothing. You're done.
Yeah, you got nothing, Brad. You already
I
lost.
mean, I
the,
feel like I would want to shoot that thing if I saw it.
Can't, you're
You
feared.
are so scared that you cannot move.
Can I
You-
shout at him? Can I shout and just say
Alright, I'm frozen. Continue.
Frozen in fear.
I'm gonna put my hand on my face and shake my head. I'll take whatever assistance you can give to this lady.
She's like, good choice. She says, hold out your hand.
Okay. Hand is withheld.
In your
Ouch.
hand,
Stretched, you mean?
she places an object, and as she pulls it away, it appears to be a very small disc.
Oh.
With a button on the top, and it's just a little metallic disc. She says, whenever you need, I would ask that you summon me to assist in either taking down the field or whatever is there, so that we can begin our invasion. However, you need to find where whatever's generating the shield, you need to find where it is. But using this gives me a more direct entrance that I can bypass the shield.
Alrighty.
However, it only lets me do it for a small amount of time. So that's why I ask that you do it only when you are actually there.
Schnoodly. Will you
What?
tell us when 10 minutes of in-game time has passed?
Okay.
That's when Brad will stop being feared.
Come here.
Yeah,
Oh!
10 minutes.
Alright, well, you can count on me.
Tell me we're gonna have to drag his ass through that port.
That'll be easy enough. He's light.
Good.
All right.
I
And
guess.
she also motions to a box in front of you guys and says, this is a little gift from us to help you deal with whatever's on the other side.
God damn it, all the armor and weapons I got.
And off to the side, you see the pale man that is going to come with you and supposedly be your guide, speaking with a small fairy-like creature. She's about 3 to 4 feet tall. Just kind of
Oh.
floating there.
Wipe it for Brad.
Alright, let's.
Yes.
Alright. Can I sense motive? I want to sense their motive because I'm about to investigate this big fucking pile of bodies no one seems to be really paying attention to.
Those
Yeah,
are the
you can.
bodies.
I mean, you can definitely make a roll.
Alright, I'm gonna sense motive the main group. I'm gonna get a weak roll, of course.
It's pretty good.
So what are you trying to
I'm
figure?
sensing their alignment, I guess. I don't know if there was a different roll for sense alignment.
That's generally a mysticism check.
Well, I could roll mysticism instead.
So, you can either keep that and then just add mysticism to 7, or roll again.
What the fuck did I just roll? I did sense motive. It's literally just adding 1, so it's a fucking 16
Okay.
instead.
Cool.
I want to take a look at this. Over here.
So basically each of them are different alignments. You can tell the one to the far left, a winged angel, of course, is lawful good. The fairy to the right is neutral, or chaotic good, rather. And the one that Revit is talking to is neutral. And Ozar, if you're going to go look at that patch on the ground.
Yeah. All this stuff over here.
You look at it, and it appears to be still bright from where that angel from the day before had crashed down to fight.
I didn't see it last time.
Yes, last time. No, yeah, that was added. It's just an extra piece that I added to the board.
Ah, okay.
I'm gonna
Is there
go
any use to
find
it?
the chest.
Use of it?
I mean, it's just a patch of ground that's glowing
Okay, then whatever then. Ah.
with divine energy. I mean,
Can I pick it up? Put it in my pocket or something?
no.
It's a patch. It's a patch in the ground.
Yeah.
Just chip it off. Just chip it off. Wait, what's this guy over here? Or is that a person?
That's acid.
Oh, okay.
That's acid.
I can't tell this
before.
stuff down.
I'm just gonna run
What do you
around.
guys think?
They dropped it.
Oh yeah, that's right. Let's open this chest that they left for us. This thing
Right.
over here. I'm opening up.
So,
What?
I'm gonna take both those frag grenades and too.
Jeez.
By the way-
Let Brad see those.
Can Brad still talk?
Brad can talk now.
Brad.
I want the holy water grenade. That's it.
I'm doing the 2 frag grenades.
Holy weapon fusion.
I
There's-
know we're
there's-
gonna need those holy water. Oh my
Can I
god.
have that holy weapon
Schnoodle,
fusion?
he spelled
Wait, what are
frag
these?
grenade wrong.
What do these do?
Small arms.
Weapon fusions, you pay a certain amount and fuse them into your weapon, and they do different things.
Hold up. These silver bullets. Can I use it on one
Shake this holy sword!
currently existing weapon I have right now?
Gun. Yeah.
Yeah.
As long as it takes bullets. So that would be your semi-auto pistol, but probably not the energy. The energy weapons wouldn't be able to use it.
I don't think I have a
Okay.
semi-auto pistol, do I? Let's see.
I guess I'll take the 3 storms of healing.
Oh, there's 3 holy weapon fusions? I'll take one of those, jeez.
And I'll take a spell thrower weapon fusion, I guess.
Well, you know, all it does is you load a gem into your weapon and it fires.
Okay.
So people with guns should probably use it.
Wait, what kind of weapon do you have, Cheese? Is it like a semi-auto or a rifle?
I have
He has a grenade launcher.
yeah, a plasma
I'm gonna take one of
bolter,
those.
a semi-auto pistol, and grenade launcher.
I'm gonna take one of those UPB cubes too.
I only have a
There's
laser
one
pistol.
for each of us, to be honest.
And
Yeah, I
a
know. But
There's
I'm taking one of
frost
the. You could just
bite
say I'm gonna
seal
take them
pistol.
all. Yeah.
I'll just hold on to it then.
Are we
regardless.
gonna have any discussion about these items in our characters, or are we just gonna do all out of character?
I'm telling you what I'm taking in character. That I want that holy weapon fusion.
It's just assumed that it's all in character.
Which?
Alright.
What's ARM? Like.
That's
Arm.
armory. That's the armory book.
I'm taking 200 UPP cube.
You just take.
What do you know? There's 5 compact. Is it just a total of 1,000
Oh.
apiece, Schnoodly, or is it?
1,000 apiece.
Oh,
so
okay.
it's a
Yeah.
cube that is 1,000. It's
Oh, hell yeah.
a
never
compact cube that contains, or
So everybody should just add 1,000, unless
Yeah.
anybody's trying to be a greedy bastard. By the way, Brad can't grab any of this shit because he's still feared.
no,
I'm gonna
10
toss-
minutes has passed by now.
gonna
If you
toss
guys
one
have
at
been
Brad.
fucking
10 minutes
around.
passed.
mind. Alright, got my stuff. Got
Tossing
silver
a
bullets
cube at Bagels.
and a
I'm,
cube.
st-
Catch.
I'm still.
Oh.
I'm still looking for. Do we have a PDF of the armory book somewhere?
Yeah,
I do.
yeah.
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 Here, I'll link it in
Okay.
Discord. It's a bunch.
Silver ore chunk. You want to split it in 5s?
Thank you.
I don't want to mess with numbers. Just tell me the exact numbers and I can do it, or you could just take it. I don't care. Either or.
Huh.
I guess Leech can take it then. Silver ore chunk.
What am I taking?
This
Sure. why
last
not?
one.
Okay, let me put that into my.
The silver ore chunk is useful for making silver weapons or
Oh.
upgrading weapons with silver or making bullets with silver.
Keep making a silver semi-auto or whatever right now then, because I don't have any weapons that can load in silver bullets.
No. Don't you have a tactical pistol?
Let me see.
I'm taking those spell gems, I guess, unless they're gonna try and load them into your guns, guys.
I got a laser pistol and I got a frostbite 0 pistol.
What was the cube
Okay.
thing? I misunderstood.
You get
That's
1,000
just a-
UPBs from it.
It's a small, compact cube that is 1,000 UPBs worth of materials.
Oh, okay.
Bag of gold, essentially.
A very small one.
I'm guessing Brad's put his rat hands all over the frag grenades already.
Nope.
No,
That was
the holy
me.
water grenades.
Fucking took both those frag grenades before he could.
I'm so terrified from demons now after what I just saw that I'm stuck.
He's grabbing the holy water.
Yeah. Make my dueling sword holy. Let's do it. My holy sword.
Is anybody else taking a holy weapon infusion?
No.
You can take it.
I guess
Yeah,
I'll
take
pocket
one.
the other two, since no one's taking them.
Yeah, there's a fusion for each of you.
All of us? Oh.
Well, you can get the spell thrower or the holy.
Yeah.
I don't need spell thrower since I cast the spells already.
Spell throwers just ends up being a free spell that anyone can use.
Hold up. Tactical pistols 260. So would I have to divide it by 2? And it'll be 130?
Sure.
I mean, if you have any more metallic UPBs left,
I do. Nice.
then sure. But you will have to spend a night having Leaf or Brad build.
Ah.
You'll have to
'Cause
wait.
you don't have
Okay.
the skill.
Alright then, I guess I'll wait. I'll just hold on to the silver bullets.
Alright, is everybody divvied everything out? Are you taking who's taking the spell thrower fusions?
I thought Solger's doing it. Solger took it.
No, he took
I
the
wasn't
other two
grabbing them
holy
because
weapon.
you guys said you wanted them.
Nah.
I'll take one and you take one then, Solger, if they don't want to take it.
They don't want the holy either. They don't know what they're doing.
Where's the
Doesn't
holy?
matter.
I can't even open it anymore. The tab is gone. Can't see what's left in the chest.
It's in the incursion gear in your
Oh, okay.
journal.
Spell thrower weapon fusion. So I can use this even though I don't have any spells.
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
that's the whole point.
Okay. I'll take.
You activate it and the spell activates. However, it's a one-use gem.
Okay. I will take whatever is left over then. So the holy weapon fusion. I'll take one.
That's another thing that you will have to craft to fuse onto your weapons.
Yeah.
Mm,
I'm
It's
just
not very
wondering,
expensive.
can you uninfuse items?
Yes.
Okay. And I'll fuse my weapon with holy then.
It's kind of like an attachment.
Alright.
Yeah.
Just magically infused attachment, but
Well, because I don't want my fucking sword to be holy forever.
I do. I'm a holy man now.
So if I gotta slay some angels, I don't want to be gimped.
okay, I'll be back and get another beer.
okay.
I wish I had more beer, but I don't. That's okay.
Alright, does everybody divvied out the loot? Is there anything left? I have the serums of healing.
No, I think that's it.
I got animals.
Danimals. Oh jeez. Child.
And Doritos.
Jesus.
Who took the spell gems?
Double did.
He should probably take the
Oh, Zor.
fucking spell thrower then.
Yeah, he did.
Took the
Took both
holy
of them.
fusion.
I did.
Oh.
Solger and Double took one.
Why did double take half of the fucking infusions then? He took
I don't
like
know.
all.
I don't know. Why wouldn't he?
Because who's gonna? Never mind.
Who's gonna what? I mean, we can. I
There
can
was
cast
one
spells.
infusion for each of us.
The other two didn't want them. They said, "I don't want that shit."
So
Alright,
any
we'll-
character trained in mysticism can transfer a fusion.
Nice.
Character trained in engineering or mysticism can install fusions if necessary. And it takes 10 minutes of uninterrupted tinkering.
Okay, well
Alright,
let's
send 'em
tinker
over
while we're waiting for. I have engineering. I can tinker.
Yeah.
Shoot,
That's
which
why
is
you
it
can
better
craft
to-
things.
I'm just asking, which is it better to engineer or mysticism it?
It doesn't matter. Specifically for fusions, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Okay, where do we add that to our weapon?
Mm. So you just have to make sure that the fusion itself is the same level as your weapon.
It is.
Level 2.
Yeah.
And
My
we just
dueling
upgraded my
sword is
sword.
level 2.
All right, I'm back.
My sword just got upgraded to a level 3 weapon, I think, right?
Oh man, that's good.
Yeah, I think that's what you did. I mean, you tell me. I don't
What do
even
you
know what
mean? I
weapon you chose.
I literally confirmed everything with you.
I don't remember.
Oh my god.
All I remember is confirming something. You gotta keep track of it.
Are we still sorting out items?
No.
Okay.
Wait it again.
So you can just add that to your weapons notes, that it's holy infusion. Holy infusions are like a passive effect, whereas like spell thrower, you have to activate it. Okay, so after you guys have divvied out all of the loot, the gear for pressing through the portal, the pale man that you have not yet asked the name of offers up his name. He says, if I'm to go through that with you, I guess you should know what they call me. My name is Najir Ansith, and I resided in the primary city, but that is not where we will want to go through. So I'm sure they have, apparently, any motions back to the pile of bodies of all sorts of different creatures. And apparently, they have some sort of troop set up on the other side, prepared. So, with the help of our friends, I have figured a way to change the trajectory of the portal. He walks over to the cauldron, which is still a kind of boiling orangish red color from before. And you see him hesitantly, he places his hand over it, and he just thrusts his hand into the acid. And you see this pained look on his face. But glancing over at the portal, you see it waver, and then go back to the state it was previously. And he says, "We should be fine to pass now. This is a location that I had heard of in whispers and rumors, but not quite sure what to expect on the other side.
Friends on the other side.
Any?
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Can I extract the holy water from my grenade?
Why?
I wish to dose myself before entering the portal.
I mean, you can. I'd let you, douse yourself in holy water.
Leaf can probably make holy water now. He's
Just let him be. Let him be.
Don't do that, rat. Come over here and we'll pray. We'll pray.
Brad, do you worship any gods?
I worship the god of cheese.
Jesus.
This is a rather. You hear off to the side. I have
May
not heard
Jesus
of this god.
Christ be with you.
Oh God.
Fucking Brad.
Be flattered. He's worshiping you.
They say I've not heard of this god, but that is not uncommon. There are many gods out there that we do not know of.
Yeah, you keep talking, little devil man. I'm on to you.
Woman.
All right.
Can we just throw him over the edge and be with it?
No.
Fine, let's throw him through the portal.
Yeah, I don't care what you do with me as long as you dose holy water on me first.
At this point, Najir walks up to the portal and motions after you.
All right.
Does anybody step up to bat?
I'm stepping
Fine,
through
I got
first.
this.
Screw it.
No, I got plans.
No,
Walk up
I'm
the
going
window.
through. I'm already
Yeah.
here. I'm already going through.
Let's go on to the next place. Come on.
I will.
Pew.
Cyan walking after him.
Does everybody step through?
Come on.
Oh, let me drag the rat. Come here.
my tail.
Grab me your ear. Come on, little rat.
You drag him.
I just walk through.
Okay. So as you guys step through with Najir behind you, you come into this transitive plane, one that's you can't really see straight. Everything's kind of wobbling, and the next portal is about 30 feet ahead of you. And if you look off to the sides, there's strange flashes of light and unusual growls and barks. And you guys have all stepped through the portal, and you guys can all see each other, but you seem to be on this sort of rocky cliff that you don't really, if you step off, feel like if you guys just decide to proceed.
Yep.
I'm gonna grab the rat by his tail and dangle him over the edge.
Let's not bully. Let's not bully.
Tempting. Tempted to drop him.
The naked rat claws. So are you guys what's the marching order?
Well,
Me and Oliver
Fucking-
first, I guess.
Fucking Leaf
Second.
all over me.
I'll go behind
Second to last.
the lizard.
Solger. Who's next?
I'm,
Solger?
I'm behind
Double?
Solger. Yeah.
I'll make him run.
And then Brad's last.
Yep.
Eggles. And then actually, Najir's behind you, Brad. And you can kind of hear, and you look back and you see him try and talk, after a bit of a delay, you hear an echo from in front of you. That's his voice. And he says, I think we should pass through this as quickly as possible.
Let's keep moving then.
As you go through, Leaf, I want you to make a will saving throw. Alright, so each person going through, one after another, make a will saving throw.
Whew.
Woo!
It's gotta be something. Going through a speed force.
Solger, make a roll.
Yeah, Solger needs to make his will roll.
We see +2 radical bonus.
Is it a fear effect?
No.
No.
It's just 12 then.
As you step through, everybody but Double, so everybody but Ozar and Donray, you feel your body seize up, and you can't move. But you stepped through, and you're greeted by this bright blue sky. There's buildings on each side of you, and Ozar and Donray, you step through and you just see everyone else frozen beside you, including Najir.
I'm gonna be like, are you guys okay? What's happening? Trying to like poke at them, tug them out.
As you
Slap a
poke at
rat.
them to the right on the roof, you see a glimmer of light, a little glint. And do you look up at it, or?
Sure. I mean,
Yeah.
it's on this. It's like above me, right? Like towards the sky or something.
Yeah, it's on a roof of a building.
Okay.
Remember, I'm a good.
Okay. And as you look, you can see not but 15 feet away on the roof, there's a heavily clad in dark colors, someone with a sniper rifle pointed at you. And then below that, on the ground behind cover, on each side, there's 2 pieces of cover where there's people standing with guns pointed at you.
Well,
Huh.
And from behind them you hear, "Stand down, men. I don't believe these are our enemies."
Oh, okay.
And he starts making his way towards you.
I think there's a
oh, there you
misunderstanding.
start talking.
Did you guys do something to our friends here? They're not moving at all.
He says yes, and he makes a motion. And then there's this hum that becomes very apparent after a second, and it's just this really low pitch, boom, and it turns off. And then as that happens, everyone else is released and they can finally move again.
The hell was that?
And he's like, "Sorry, it's a security measure. Welcome. You're the newest addition to our fine city."
Huh.
So what's it like in this environment? Is it cold, hot, snow?
So you are in a city. As you look around, you notice there are a lot of kind of old time buildings that you haven't seen before, because generally you've only been around high tech areas. There's buildings made of stone, clay, and they're only like a couple. What?
Screen change.
No, I don't have any pages for this. I'm trying to rely on just description because it would be crazy to try and build all of this out on a page. So I will be giving you guys a map next time.
Okay.
Um, but for now, we're just going to have to stick with the description. So use theater of the mind, as they say. So there's stone buildings to your left and your right. You're kind of just in this roadway. And behind you, you can hear water lapping up against a shore or some walls. And you're on this coastal city, and it's a very cool, about 60 degrees. But as opposed to the snow that was coming through earlier, it's just a very temperate city. You can see some rolling hills off of the distance. But directly in front of you, these stone buildings continue until they give way to higher tech, silver archways, and more like what you've seen on in the Pact Worlds and on the colony ship. It's silver skyscrapers and all sorts of stuff as you look deeper into the city. And he says, "Welcome to Umberland. You are just the newest edition of travelers to come through here. I would assume, well," he asks, "who sent you?"
We don't really know.
Leaf?
We just got sent by the angel. What are
Reinhardt?
you idiots talking about?
You don't know the name of the angels, alright? You can take over and talk then if you know the knowledge of the angels.
I'm an emissary of Pharasma, sent here by my brethren to rid this world of something.
Says, "Yes, we are all here to rid this world of great evil looming over it. You are at the forward base of sorts. Over the past couple hundred years, long before my time, resistance has been building up. However, there's someone who will better explain this. Perhaps I can just take you to him, wish."
Sure.
He motions to you guys.
I wait for Leaf to follow.
Well, let's go.
Alright, so we're following along.
Alright, let's go.
As you walk past these men and women, some are humanoid, like some are actual humans, some are like half elves, some darker skinned races that you may not have met yet.
Multicultural town.
Yeah. You get a sense that this is just kind of put together, especially given the difference between old-time stone structures, and as you go follow him deeper into the city, technology starts to pick up and replace those older structures. Although it is very much built into the whole city, everything's built upon old stone and bricks, and kind of just goes up as you get closer to the city. It rises on like level wise. You have to go upstairs to get up. And he says back to you, "I'm bringing you to our, well, he's kind of our tour guide, I guess you could say. He often deals with all the newcomers, whether they come through that portal, which hasn't happened in, 20 some odd years, or appearing otherwise and finding their way here. His name is Varaka. And no, That guy's name is Najir.
Okay.
And you do look back at Najir, and he's just like in awe. He's just looking around the city, his mouth agape. He's like, "Oh my god."
The hell?
I thought
he's
you
in
were
the
from
city.
here,
Yeah.
Najir.
Says, "No, no, the city that I'm from is nothing like this. There's no technology. It's just much darker and nothing like this."
Okay, I mean, more puzzled about this guy then. More puzzled about why he came out of Porto. Or whatever. We'll ask him later.
So you guys continue along the pathway. And eventually hang a right, and you pass by a few shops, some houses mostly, and are brought into a kind of a hybrid. You're at this point in the city where it's on the cusp of where it becomes pure metals and slick sheens of glass and whatever other more modern skyscrapers start, and the kind of infusion with the old medieval look. So you hang a right into this building, and the captain calls out, "Baratka, we have some new visitors." And from this floating chair swivels around a large bear. He looks at you guys and says, "Oh, good. It's been a while." And he floats over and says, "What are your names?"
My name's Ozar, and these are my brothers traveling with me. And then you guys introduce one at a time.
Brothers, really?
Just glancing at
Yeah,
Double, I'm
really?
like, brothers. Mm-hmm.
Come on.
We look
Yeah,
so much alike.
Oh my god, not literal brothers, Jesus Christ.
Good job, Ozar.
I'm Revid. And this is my cat, Oliver. Cat,
Denray.
sure.
It's nice to meet you.
I'm Bagels.
Not my brother.
This is the one that's closest related to him.
No, I don't know this thing.
And he stands up, he hobbles off of his chair, and he stands up, and he's about 9 feet tall. He meets your gaze, Becton, and he offers out his hand.
I'll shake his hand.
His paw.
And he says, "It's nice to have you in our city. You'll come to find that just about any desire can be taken care of here. You should be able to find everything that you need to do whatever has called you here. What would you like to know?"
It's up to them. They're the ones that wanted to come to this hall.
How do I leave?
Leaf notes.
He looks down and says, "Unfortunately, little one, you can't leave.
I told you guys.
There's not a way for us to reopen the portal from our side."
Yet. You mean?
Yet, yes. We have not found a way. I've been here since the beginning, for the past 250 years. As the city is built up from naught but a small cottage on an island.
So, I mean, we're here to kill this Frost Lord before he gets to our dimension.
Yes. So are we all.
Oh.
That is the entire purpose of this city. We're staging grounds for freeing this world of the oppression that hangs over it.
Let me
Any
tell you,
map,
buddy,
where do we
ain't much
start?
better out there.
Speaking of, where do you guys come from?
Who is he directly talking to? Who's the closest to him?
Everyone.
He's talking to
He
everyone.
was closest
I
to
don't know,
you
who's-
because he
who's the
shook your
closest
hand.
one?
Damn it.
I assume we're all lining up, like in one.
He's literally standing next to you from where he shook your hand.
Like
I haven't looked at the Roll20 screen in 10 minutes.
You don't really need it.
Yeah.
yeah, there's no thing.
What was the question?
Where are we from?
We're from the Pack Worlds. Actually, I can't say that. They're from the Pack Worlds.
Well,
He and I, pointing at Revid, from the glorious Vesk Empire.
The Vesk. I've only heard of a few that hail from that region. They're over in the... Well, I'm not really sure where they've ended up taking home. However, I'm sure if you ask around, you'll be able to find more of your...
Good.
We have people from all over the universe here. Many I had not met yet. However, I did leave the Pact over 250 years ago,
yeah.
so it's been a long time.
What else does he want to know?
Well, that's what I'm asking you. What do you want to know?
Where do we start?
Tell me more about this ice demon, whatever, that's been invading your country.
Yes, well, as I said, this city was built as a staging area for us to free the planet of the oppression. And this Frost Father, they call him, is some sort of powerful daemon, but he wasn't originally. He's something that rose to the occasion. We're not exactly sure how he came into as much power as he has. But nonetheless, whenever the people of this planet came here, they were running from some great cataclysm, as far as we've garnered. However, while running, they apparently signed their souls away to this being. And he now holds sway using this
Is he referring
newfound
to
power.
the fucking Frostfather?
Yes,
Okay.
he did say that. And he, in his newfound power of millions of souls in his grasp, he was able to pocket away the planet to which they fled. Which is why you see this eternal winter off on most of the planets. Not here. We're sustained by different forces here.
Do you know the location is Frostfodder, and are there special means in defeating it?
Yes, we do know the location. However, no one person will be able to defeat this.
Well, that's why we're here.
He chuckles and a little bearish like, woof. And he says, yes, we are all here for that once again. The best way to take care of this is by taking down or repositioning this plane back into the material. And for that, we have found some very specific places where there are sort of magical anchors that bind it to this demi-plane. However, they're all generally heavily guarded, some of them forgotten, and we have disabled some over time, but with each passing day, year, its power only grows. I believe we are coming to a turning point. Soon, our city is planning on making invasion force to take care of the greater runestone. And he looks over at this point at Najir and he's like, did you follow these people through the portal, or where are you from? And he pipes up and he's like, yes, I'm from the great city, the dark city. And the bear, Baraka, he looks down, he's like, oh, how did you manage to make your way here? Najir goes on to explain, there was just this portal that opened up in the center of town. In my dreams, I had been told to pass by there. Something may be happening. So I followed my dreams in hopes that something would happen. And near the end of the day, a portal did open up, and I felt compelled to rush through. So I did. That's when I found this group. And one of the Azada had tasked me with coming back through and freeing my people. At that point, Viradka says, that's enough. I understand. We have many of your people within the city, those that we have freed or otherwise saved from exile. So if you'd like to find them, you'll find most of them down in the Silver Assembly. Is there anything else that you wish to know about our city?
No, not in particular. Besides maybe where a tavern is.
And a workshop.
Weapons and armor shop. Merchants.
Their armor.
He says there's many all over the city, each for their own different, known for their own proficiencies. If you're looking for heavy and gruesome weaponry, you'll find that in the Hell Knight's quarter. However, if you're looking for those of the more holy proclivity, you'll find that in the quarter of the Chosen Stewards. However, you'll likely want to just travel to Silver Assembly first to get acquainted with the life of the city. and at this point, a sort of dusk is starting to set on this world. Of course, you guys are still awake. You had only just woken up. And he says the nightlife is about to start, so if you want to get to know the city, now would be the time.
Sure, take us to the taverns. Just hit it up.
Okay.
He turns around and he sits back on his chair and starts putting away some stuff really quick, and he motions over to some people behind a desk and says, I will return later. If I do not, have a good night. And he motions to you to follow him, and his little chair just kind of floats out the door.
What?
It's a big ass chair.
It is.
That's our savior here.
If you're the
Professor
bear.
Bear Xavier.
What the hell?
I laughed and I was drinking beer at the same time.
Jeez.
Okay.
So he goes back out into the road that you guys were in previously. And he takes you up to this kind of sheer wall of stone and bricks, and it just kind of stretches up for a couple 100 feet. But there's this elevator that he escorts you up to, and it's a really big elevator. It's like 20-30 feet wide.
Hold Solger and the bear, so have to be big.
Yes.
I guess we're in
As-
the back.
And as you guys step in, the elevator ascends. You can look over the city for the first time, and you see from where you were walking from was a coastal region. You can see more green on the outskirts, on the outside of the city, with walls, giant silver walls, kind of protecting the city from the outside. And in the Bay region, you see this spire, this great cobalt spire, reaching out kind of across a bridge that leads to it. And attached to that, kind of closer to the shore, is just this big citadel. It's kind of a skyscraper of sorts, but it's much more fat than it is tall. And as you look over, look to your left, you can see a much darker, much more kind of like violent structures. Very, very sharp, very rough. Not like it's not well kept, but more like they are purposefully made to seem kind of scary. They're sharp corners, jagged spikes, all sorts of classic evil look. And off to the right, you have much more smoothed, elegant drapes and tapestries and a much wider array of colors that the setting sun kind of bounces off. And as you guys reach the top of the elevator, the door opens behind you. And you walk out into this, it's kind of like a big, like, you guys all know what a civic center is, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So it's like an enormous one that covers a couple miles worth of the city. Baraka mentions this is the Silver Assembly. This is where those that don't feel themselves so compelled to either side of the city, we set up a home for them here. You'll find a great mix of all sorts of races and activities here. We kind of act as something of the peacekeepers of the city. Whenever one side feels a certain way, we parlay with the other. We make sure things run smoothly in the city. As you may have picked up, everyone here was sent by some higher being. And that being the case, generally that means they were some form of extreme one way or another. So this city is made up much of extremes, I guess you could say. Both those that believe and adhere to the law and those that are more anarchic, I think that's how you say it.
Okay.
Something like that, anarchy. And then those of us that are in between here. And he just continues on into the building. And as you enter, after about 10 minutes for the sake of time, he brings you to this hotel inside of the Silver Assembly. And he says, this is where we bring all newcomers first. This is the Silver Lodge. And if you need anything, information, food, the people at the front can help you. However, you do still have to pay for stay. We all eke out a living here in the city, and we expect you to do the same. And with that, he says, and if you have no more questions, I must return to my shop.
Okay.
That's it.
Alright, let's see what we can do here.
So he turns around and he floats away. What are you guys gonna do?
Find a fucking
look for an
tavern.
armor.
I'm so tired.
What?
Let's find a tavern. I'm exhausted.
You guys are in a hotel.
All right, good. Sorry, I'm exhausted. About to go to bed.
Find an armor merchant.
An armor merchant. Okay. Give me. Oh, I don't think they have. So D&D has this investigation skill, so I'm trying to think of what replaces that. I guess it's kind of just supposed to be perception. So I guess give
Okay.
me a perception check. Cool. Alright, so you're able to find, are you wandering off on your own, or does anybody come?
I'm just kind of going off my own unless anyone wants to.
I'm going to
I'll
the.
follow you.
Tell us where you're going.
I'm just going to an armor merchant. I need something better than this flight suit.
Sure, we'll follow, or I'll follow.
I'll come with them.
Cool.
Alright.
Alright, so you guys are able to, looking around for a few minutes, you're able to pretty easily find an armor shop. This one, let's see. This one is called the Broken Arrow.
Fitting name.
And as you guys step in, it's a very modest shop. It's definitely more in the high tech kind of region of the city. So it's a very urban look to it with some different replicas of armors outfitted on mannequins, ranging from huge to tiny. You get a sense that they can generally make your average suit of armor here. The bell dings as you step in, and from the back you hear, "Give me a minute!" And after a minute, a shorter dwarf comes out, says, "Hi, new travelers. What can I help you with?" he's kind of squinting one eye a little bit, and he's kind of hunched over.
Well, we're looking
Kinda
for some
older.
armor.
Looking for some armor, eh?
Yeah.
Well, what kind of armor? I can make all sorts.
I'm gonna lift Oliver onto the counter and be like, "You see this armor? I made it for the cat, but I need some for me."
It's like, aye, that's some great craft in there.
Oh, thank
You
you.
looking
but,
for a job?
Maybe another time.
Well, just come by, and I'll see what we can do. And he motions to you, and he's like, "Well, what kind of armor are y'all looking for?"
You got some freebooter armor?
We're going to fight the Frostfather, and we need something to protect us in battle.
I tap Double on the shoulder. I'm like, you probably shouldn't mention that to every single person.
No, probably not.
Why?
It's
Because
like,
there's fucking spies.
Jesus, you're so naive.
I didn't hear the spy part.
Never lived a day
It's
on
a
the battlefield.
and emotions. We're all here to fight the Frostfather. You're not going to go fight him on your own, though. He'll crush you like an ant.
We've fought. Not to say uglier, but we haven't seen him
My
yet.
character, by the way, no longer gets pissed off at people insulting him because he's just come to the realization that literally every creature in existence in this area is a jackass. We haven't interacted with one person who's kind to my lizard person, so he's like, oh, these people are dicks, so I'm not just gonna skin them all alive.
Makes sense.
And he reiterates, "What kind of armor are you looking for?"
I'm looking for some carbon skin.
I'm looking for some freebooter armor.
He's like, "Well, let me see if what I have already." And kind of goes back and leaves you to yourselves for a minute. After a few minutes, he comes out and he says, "Well, we definitely have both of those. We only have a couple of each. Usually we find some more well-suited armor for the jungles around here. So anything beyond that we will have to custom make. So I can do that. However, for regular size carbon skin and freebooter armor, you're gonna be looking at that's 1,000 credits for the freebooter armor and 1,500 for the carbon skin." Custom made.
What's it
Alright.
got other than the normal model that makes it so custom?
Well, it comes from me, so you know it's great quality, and if anything happens to it, well, I can fix it up for free.
We'll be dead.
Y'all look like a gruff sort. You can take a lot of punishment. Anyways, you'll be fine. This armor will protect you, and it'll do its job. But after it does its job, it might need a little bit of work. So you just come by and I'll fix it.
Sure.
Alright.
1500.
You guys have the money to pay for your items?
Yes, I have
Yep.
2900 credits.
I have 32.
Alright, well, let's... She gotta look at the fucking rulebook and see if there's any armor for me.
Look in the armory book too.
And he holds out his hands, or a hand. He's like, "Are you buying?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you place the cred sticks in his hands. It's like, all right. Two
Didn't even
suits
try
of
and
armor coming right up.
barter with him.
That's not gonna go good for me.
And he goes out in back and he comes out with the two suits of armor kind of like folded up in their own boxes, and they're pretty nice little wooden like oak boxes.
This is pretty good.
With like little locks on them.
I can barter for you guys.
Space to keep your cat.
Eh.
Well, you didn't come with us, did you, Double?
I was with you guys.
He is, yeah, he did come.
You guys want to though.
Fucking armor page on the core rulebook, and I can't find it.
It starts on page 197, so
On the armory, it's
How does this
197.
add to our
and core rulebook's 197.
And he says these are to Abadar core standard, so you can rest easy knowing that the quality is good.
Nice. Thanks.
So if you write it down, it's Abadar core carbon skin or Abadar core freebooter armor.
How you spell that?
ABADOR
DOR.
CORP.
I totally fucking guessed that.
Is that different than the regular carbon skin? Where is that?
You can use mysticism back on the hotel to see if there's any special abilities, or you can just ask.
So, what's so special about this armor?
Says, well, it has temperature protection. See,
Oh, good.
usually a lot of the armor that we sell out here is generally for running around in the jungles and the kind of temperate forests of the island, the two islands here. However, this kind of heavier armor, saying that you were going to go fight the Frost Father, I assume you're going out to the mainland. So I went ahead and made sure these had some temperature enhancements on them. So you'll stay protected out there. Aside from that, aside from that, there's a rebreather on it for if you ever go in the water.
How much would you charge to upgrade my pets here?
He looks at him.
Yo,
Oh, what are you wanting to upgrade?
The same things that I want, that I have.
1,000 credits for my armor.
Yeah, 1,000 credits.
At least to keep him from getting cold. I don't know. You know, I picked this thing up on a moon, but I don't know how.
He looks at it. He's like, he approaches Oliver and he's like, "May I touch it?"
Just be gentle with him.
Breaks its neck.
And he's like slowly, ever so carefully, like looking up at it and like, like very hesitant, scared. And he's like kind of barely looking it over. He's like, yes, if you give that to me, I'll be able to throw some temperature and rebreathers onto that for about 250 credits.
Sure. We'll work on that. I'll take the armor off of Oliver.
Aye. This will take about 30 minutes.
That's fine.
All right. Is there anything else I can help you with before I go back and work on this?
I don't know. I think our big friend here wanted some.
It's like I'm not exactly certain if we have anything his size right now, but we can work on something and make something for him.
We'll do.
Nope. We don't get too many. Really, vodka is probably one of the biggest customers that we get through here, but usually he's not buying for himself.
Alright. I'm gonna buy some armor.
Alright.
I'm gonna ask if he has any Gatorade shell.
A what?
It's fucking. It's Irid shell.
Oh, I see it. Arid shell. Let me go look at the description.
Brad's been very quiet. He's still alive.
How do you
He
edit
said
your
his
armor
family needed
class?
some. What?
How do you edit your armor class stuff?
What do you mean?
Like
You
with
go
this
down-
EAC bonus and stuff, it won't let me actually add the bonus and stuff.
Really?
Let me open your thing. Yeah, so the armor class stuff is calculated automatically. So if you just have, you've already adjusted your EAC and KAC bonus, so it added it already.
Okay. Interesting.
Where is that? Oh, there it is.
Didn't add the dex bonus, did it? Yeah, it did my dex modifier. Okay.
Yep.
Does that affect any of our SP and HP? No. Okay.
Still looking for this. Oh, there it is. He looks around and he says, "Let me go in the back and make sure I have the materials."
Any armor I'm gonna buy is gonna have to be fucking edited anyways.
He goes in the back and you hear some ding tong ding. Oh, damn it! And he comes out and he's like, "Yes, I do believe we'll have enough to make a basic Irid shell. However, anything more than that, I'll have to order some pieces, some materials."
What if I help you out here? If we work on it together.
He says, I
Whatever.
can only really help I can only really let someone help me if they're certified. So unfortunately, while I appreciate the offer, I can't just have anyone help.
Wait, what level were we?
Level 3.
Alright, I need a different armor then.
Well, Irida Shell Basic is level 2.
Yeah, but there's level 3 armor I can afford. Now I just gotta figure out which one I want. Alright, how about the Golem Forge plating 2?
Golem Forge. Yes, that's actually a fairly common one. I know without checking that we have the materials.
Alright. How much is it gonna cost to edit for my size?
Says, oh, well, let's see. Size. Gotta get some. Probably want some temperature adjustments in there too, won't you? So, overall, we're looking at about 1,800 credits.
Easy. I hand over my credit chip.
It's like, all up front. Very well, I'll get to work on that and come by first thing tomorrow morning and I'll have it done.
Sure, let's
Is
go.
he gonna take any measurements of me or not?
It's like, we scan everything as you step through.
pretty good.
Invasion of privacy.
Aye, but it's good for business.
Should I amend my stats right now, or should I do it when we start the next day?
When you actually get the armor, you can do it.
Ugh!
Alright, let's, hey buddy, where's the best place to get a drink around here?
Why don't we get it at the bar or the hotel we live at?
Look, this when you go places, you always ask the locals.
Says, there's some higher end places out here, and honestly, the Silver Assembly has most of the higher end bars, but I usually just go across the street over to the Stout Witch.
Sounds like a plan, my man.
They've got some decent homebrew. He nods his head.
Alright, boys, that's where I'm heading.
I'll follow after him.
Cool. And he's like, "Hey, thanks for your business. I hope to see you soon. And tomorrow morning." He points up at the big guy.
Alright. I depart with our party.
Cool. So the guys go across the street, and sure enough, there's a bar that's just kind of lit with neon that says, it has like a little frothy mug overflowing with like foam, like lit up with neon as this little logo, and it's the Stout Witch.
Leaf, I'm posting the final evolution of Oliver in the chat right now.
Jesus Christ. Alright, let's step across the street with Oliver on my shoulder. Let's step into the bar.
As you step in, you are greeted by tavern music. There's a band playing over in the far corner, just an acoustic band, just just a very light, homey feel to it. And at the bar, there's a kind of gruff-looking human who shouts up and says, "Hey, I'll be with you in..." Sorry, I gotta get out of the other voice. "I'll be with you in a minute." And he says, "Sit wherever you like."
Just take a seat near the back.
And it's a fairly busy. It's starting to pick up at this time. You were out in the streets. People are starting to filter out into the streets, and it's starting to get more busy around town. And people are coming and going, and you're able to find a table in the back, one that fits a big giant lizard man. But they're very accommodating. There's some tiny tables for much smaller diminutive races.
Can we get a high chair for the rat?
Brad's not even here.
Doesn't matter.
And a minute or two passes, and someone comes out with like a booster seat. It's like, "What can I get for you?" It's a female half elf with like an apron on, and just kind of generally kind of casual wear. They're not like the most high end place. It's just kind of a homey little bar.
What's your most popular brew here?
She says, "Well, I guess our homebrew tends to get ordered the most. That's what we're most known for. We call it the Witch Brew."
Yeah. What does it run, a cup or a pint or whatever you serve it in?
That'll be about 5 credits for a night. Oh, it's all on the house. After 5 credits, you get as much as you like.
I think you've just won my heart. Here's
We usually do.
Well, shoot, let's get 50 credits. I'll pay for everybody.
Sounds good
All
to
right.
us. And any food?
What do you got?
Well, we've got biscuits and gravy. We've got just about anything that you can think of. A lot of people come in here and order breakfast foods to go with their beers. I'm not really much of one for drinking myself, but I hear it's a great combination with this witch brew.
Shoot, Leia, what's your biscuits and gravy run?
That'll be another 5 credits.
Yeah, I'm paying for brews, but I ain't paying for food for you guys. Okay. I'll take that.
Cool. Ooh, let's see. Oh yeah, drink. Yeah, 5. So people, she steps away, and behind her there's someone else being seated at a table, and it's just like it's just 2 people. One's a Lashunta and one's a human. Nothing fancy going on. And after a few minutes, they bring you out your food and your drinks. So here you go. Eat up and let us know if you need anything. Just shout over at us and we'll come over.
Alrighty.
And if nothing else, if you guys don't want to talk or anything,
I'm
Just
just tired. I want to go to
ask
bed.
for it.
I don't know how we played for another 20 minutes when I said, hey, let's stop right here. I'm tired.
You didn't say let's stop.
I said I'm fucking tired and I want to go to bed.
I thought you were
Yeah.
talking about in character.
No, I was
Yeah.
talking in real life, you jackass.
You gotta
How
clarify
dare it.
that.
Yeah.
We had just woken up in game, so I was like, why would my character be tired?
No, you didn't. You guys didn't go to sleep yet. It's still the night. You're just not paying attention.
Debunked.
I yearn for sleep.
Alright, well, go to sleep.
Fucking finish this out. And
I mean, you can get up and go head to bed, and if
my
these
character's
guys want
just
to
gonna
keep playing,
go get a room at the whatever it is, or whatever the fuck it is.
it's the Silver Inn.
Yeah, whatever. And
Silver Assembly.
It'll be under.
The Silver
Leaf
Assembly is
and
the
I-
whole place.
Yep, Leaf and I's last name, so he can get in the room.
Okay.
And I'll pay for it, and then I'm going. 'Cause I'm actually really tired.
Okay.
Good
It'll be
night, guys.
25 credits.
Alright, I'll
Night.
deduct them.
Good
Good night,
night.
guys.
Alright, so do you guys want to keep playing?
Sure.
Sure.
Could go for about another
Mhm.
30 minutes.
So as you finish up your meals, Vectin went ahead and called it early. He just left and went to the hotel. Uh, the night is still young. If you guys wish to go out and do anything
Yeah.
else,
Let's step out into the street and see what we can find.
Yeah. Might as well.
alright. So you get up and you walk out into the street. What?
I'm gonna leave her a 5 credit tip.
Cool. Put a 5 cred stick tip on the table.
Nice. Let's head out.
As you step onto the street, it's a lot busier. It's not like slammed, but it's kind of like a New York busy, where there's constantly people walking to and from places. You hear a lot more rowdiness further deeper into the Silver Assembly. Some flashing lights. There's definitely, you notice looking around, there's some people soliciting for service all sorts. A few stores have opened up that are specifically that didn't seem to be open before when you had passed through. But if you want to look for anything specific, you can.
Well, what's the closest shops around us that have just recently opened up?
The closest would be it would be a night. Well, here. The name of it is the Trickster's suit. And
Trickster's suit.
yep. And it's if you peek in, and it just seems to be a place of mostly kind of casual wear. Kind of for decorating. It looks a lot more decorative. And they on the outside on a window it says ornamental services, and that it's 100 credits, piece of armor, or piece of clothing. So it's much more a place where you get to customize your armor and or suit, whatever you're wearing. And off a little bit further up the street, you find a place called the Platinum Enchantment. That one's more of a enchant, like a place where you can go and they enchant your weapons or whatever you want. Generally, you look through the window and there's generally a lot of jewelry. So, probably opened up this late because people go out and try and buy things for people that are pretty fancy.
Probably pretty expensive, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I mean, you can go in and ask. Everything looks shiny and crazy.
Sure, let's go in and ask what they got. Why not? You never
Alright.
know what we're gonna need.
Alright. Let's see. So you step in. Ding-a-ling-a-ling. And hear a, "I'm coming." And just a moment, please. And from behind a door in the back, a blue tiefling steps out, and he's garbed in some very colorful adornments. Kind of robe that's all sorts of different colors: red, blue, gold. He's got rings all along his horn, wrap around the side of it, and some piercings on his nose and his ear. He's like, what can I help you with tonight?
Well, we just stepped in to see what this store was all about.
As well, welcome. Welcome to the Platinum Enchantment. I forgot that name for a second. That was what the boss was. If you are looking for some sort of jewelry for someone that you like, or perhaps you just want to impress someone, I'm your man. However, we also have some more practical uses for much of our jewelry. Back in the back here, in emotions. This, while most of our jewelry, rings, necklaces, what have you, those are largely for just very generic enchantments that largely just make them shine or give the wearer some more charisma to them, much like myself. The ones in the back here offer protections, or perhaps even some of the more pricier ones. We have some special abilities. You'll learn, however, it's kind of on the down low, so don't go talking around about that. This is kind of a you guys look like the kind of gruff type that would enjoy something a little special, so
Yeah,
don't go telling everyone that one.
Let's get to those, because we've probably got a pretty difficult journey.
Of course. He motions to an array of jewelry, like rings and necklaces and armbands, stuff. There's even a lantern, very decorative lantern. It's kind of emitting like a blue frosty mist that comes out of it along with the light. And he motions, that is the Beacon of the North. It was created centuries, perhaps a millennia ago, and was found in a recent expedition by some travelers, by some adventurers. Apparently it was crafted by a cabal of witches known as the Frostflow Coven. We're dedicated to the sea and guiding those on the sea. This beacon, however, allowed the ship of those witches to instantaneously travel hundreds of miles, having the time needed for them to strike targets and take over whatever they want, really. However, this one will run you about 50,000 credits.
Barter skills.
Jesus Christ.
And he sees the... What?
Yeah, okay, go ahead.
I was gonna say, he sees the pained expression on your face. He's like, if that's a bit too pricey for you, he directs you a little bit further down the line. We have some more general enchantments over here. And he motioned back towards the lantern. And at this point you see there's all sorts of bits and baubles that aren't just jewelry. It's like orbs and stuff like that. Those are much more unique treasures with a story to... Over here, though, we have weapon infusions and jewelry that will protect you. Like, and he picks one up, and it's a necklace. And he says, I crafted this just recently. And it's like this very garish gold, like with like silver intertwined. There's only one jewel kind of in the center, and it kind of looks more like a decorative neck piece that you kind of find on like a pharaoh, I guess you could compare it to. Mm-hmm. Just to give you a picture. And he says this will help you with resisting certain cold effects. So if you're in the biting cold out there and perhaps an ice shard falls, or you run into one of the awful demons of the Frost Father. They usually wield weapons of frost, so this should help you resist some of the frozen temperatures. And to be more specific, it's just a meager +1 EAC for frost effects. He says this runs you around the 250 range. Is there anything specific that you'd like?
Just browsing.
Just browsing. Alright. So he puts that down and he says, and he goes over a little bit and picks up a little ring. And he says, this ring allows you to communicate within 90 feet to anyone whereof, and he picks up another ring, the other ring, and you can communicate back and forth with whispers and sort.
Is there a limit?
Kind of like a communicator.
Oh,
However,
you mean like the one I have on my finger?
he looks and he's like, well, and he looks over at everyone else. It seems you're the only one with that.
Oh, there's reasons for that.
Perhaps your friends would be interested.
I'll pass for now.
No.
And he puts that down and he picks up a much more subtle silver neck piece. It's just a chain, and he says, "This chain will allow you to breathe underwater."
Well, our suits do that.
Yeah.
Well, if you find yourself without a suit, this would be nice.
How much
And
is it?
he says, "This one is also 250."
Any chance for a discount?
You want to make
I'm guessing
skills.
diplomacy skill, would that be it? Or-
yes, diplomacy.
Easy. It's a piece of cake.
Cool.
Ha!
All right. And he's like, I could part with it for 200.
Alright. I'll take it. Hold it up at the cart for now.
Add to cart. All right. And he's like, oh, give me a minute, and I'll look around for something that might interest you more directly. And he goes back behind the counter. And while he's doing that, if you look around, you can see, if you wanted to look at some of the artifacts, like the higher end ones that are more than just bits and baubles, they're like actual. The ones with stories, they have labels and a slight blurb about them. If you wanted to look at those while he's looking around.
Sure. What's the closest one to me?
You find a dagger, and it's this jagged, horrible looking. It has bone as the hilt, and the metal is like it's kind of all over the place. Like if you stab someone with it, it will be less of a clean and more just breaking skin and like tearing it to pieces as you stab them. And it's called the Traitor's Blade. And it has a little red gem at the bottom of it. Let's see if I can. Oh, damn it. Whatever. I'll get you the picture later. and it says in the little blurb, it says, this blade is useful for if you want to make sure a soul does not return to its master, or does not escape, period. So you garner from that if you stab someone with gonna keep their soul in their body and it doesn't leave.
Wait,
Crazy
what?
spell.
And then a little bit to the left of it, kind of keeping with that same trend of you find a little jar. And it's like sealed with it's a bulbous jar has like chain all around it going down to the bottom of it that keeps it sealed. And as you look closer, all of a sudden just a flash, and there's like this, in this swirling jar, you see this like desecrated face, and it just like looks horrified. And it's below it's called a soul jar, and its price is 5,000 credits. And it says, use this to bind a soul and keep it from returning to the Frost Father.
Kill it.
Hey,
Okay.
Brad's back.
We're in the shop, looking for
What do
random
you
stuff.
need for stealing stuff?
Sleight of hand.
Where do they get like? Okay, just pause what's going on for a second.
Uh-huh.
I want some lore going on here.
Okay.
So, from what I understand, this is a city, grew from nothing, right?
Yeah.
Is this like a planet? Like the planet's locked in itself, or what?
The planet is like, this was something that they had explained, that this whole planet is phased in its own what's called a demi-plane. So it's a plane of reality that exists, is kind of like a pocket dimension, pretty
Okay.
much. But as they've said, it's sealed with certain magics that don't allow outsiders, which specifically in universe, an outsider refers to someone that's from the material plane. So, like angels and demons and all that sort, they can't enter without something from the inside beckoning them in.
So is that who led us? So okay, I get it. All right.
So the angels and whatever else, the divine beings, asked you had already opened the portal, and they asked you to go in on their behalf.
Gotcha. Okay, that's neat.
So yeah, he's. Did you want to attempt a sleight of hand check?
What's your
Please.
sleight of hand?
I'm thinking about that dagger, but I don't know.
What's your sleight of
I
hand
have
thing?
mine.
9? Oh man, you're a lot better than me. I would say go for it.
I mean, I could steal it, but it's a matter of whether I would morally feel okay about that.
Your android.
Yeah, I mean, if you're worried about, are you concerned about your god that you follow?
No,
now?
just how my character
Okay.
would feel about it. Because my character's lawful neutral, so, you know.
Oh yeah.
I can always help you barter
My
it
character,
first.
the thought passes through my character's mind that I could steal this, but I'm not going to.
Okay.
How much he said it was? 5,000 for the
For
jar?
For the jar.
For the
he
jar,
didn't say how much
yes.
it was for the dagger. I'm sure the dagger's like 30,000.
The dagger is 70,000.
Wonder if I can barter enough for 95% off.
Hmm.
Won't hurt to try, I guess.
Good grief.
Whenever the salesman comes back, I want to talk to the dude.
Say like you'll like put a commercial for his shop
Exactly.
in your next movie.
Jeez.
Well, break out your camera here. Well, no, he said he didn't
Something.
want these things getting out, so don't take out the camera.
Yeah.
He didn't want his store getting, anybody getting wind of this store, so.
You said the dagger keeps the soul from escaping, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
The dagger keeps the soul from escaping, but the jar traps the soul?
Yeah. Seems like it's more cost effective to get the jar then. Suck out the soul, put it in a jar for 5,000.
If you can get it down some, I'll help you pay for it, but I'm not paying all of that. How many credits do you guys have?
I have... No,
22. Well, 2,200.
2,200? Oh shit, that's not bad.
I have 1,200. 1,235.
I got 1,340. What do you got, Rat?
Hey,
384.
Hershey.
What?
Alright, Brad, you're buying it.
Why?
Let's see what he'd be willing to drop the price to, and then we'll talk.
He comes back, and he says, I have a couple of items that you might be interested in.
Hold your horses. Hold on 1 second.
And he's like, oh. Yes.
Wait, want the dagger, right? Or the jar?
No, not the jar.
Okay.
We're not gonna be able to talk down the 70,000 credit.
Fine. Okay, so about this jar, I was wondering if we can just, bargain with you. Maybe you can get it down to a discounted price.
Which jar are you referring to?
The one that contains a soul?
There's no soul in that jar yet, but the soul jar, yes, it's, that goes for about 5,000 credits.
Wait, let's see how... So how does this work exactly, though? How were we to trap a soul and seal in a jar?
Well,
If it were to come to that.
you generally want someone.
Why would the guy like willing to say that information before buying it? Like, wouldn't he want you to pay for that information? This kind of guy. What a jerk this guy probably.
Well, he's
Alright,
not selling
so-
anything. Then I'll be like, fine, I won't buy it then.
Well, I mean, stuff like this isn't uncommon in the universe. Just here, it's like it's a sealed off. It's a very self-sustained economy, which is why the price is so high.
Communism.
I don't think that's communism. I think that's capitalism. But he says, well, after you, and he lowers his voice and he's like, after you kill a being, their soul is usually left lingering for a short time. However, if someone who is well versed in mysticism binds their soul to the soul jar, it captures the soul, which can then be, well, there's a lot of uses for a soul in the as you may know, souls can't escape this world. So anyone that dies here are sent to the Frost Father. So if you can save them from a fate like that, that alone is generally worth something. However, some of the more uncouth types He says, not like me, though. The more uncouth types. I've heard there's some illicit soul gem markets beneath and nearest the Hell Knight quarter. So you can use this to craft soul gems, or perhaps store the soul of your friend who had recently died, so that they don't flee to the Frost Father for eternal torment.
Think you
And-
could trap a powerful soul?
He says, yes, these soul jars are crafted with, well, I did not craft this. These are more found artifacts. No mortal being can usually make these. So it's demonic in origin, however. Ideally, yes, it would be able to trap very, very powerful creatures.
That would be pretty useful.
So, how about the discount?
He's like, well, what do you have to offer me?
Well, let's put it this way. If we were to use this on someone, say, a threat to this place, imagine the publicity. Imagine everyone's like talking, oh my god, they defeated this creature by obtaining this rare item at this very store over here. Imagine just the sale that you'll have. The customers.
Thinks it over. Go ahead and roll a diplomacy check.
Please don't fail me now. Please don't.
God
Oh,
damn.
jeez.
And he's like, I could part with it for around 4,000. But you must tell people where you got this.
Sure.
3,000, and I wear a shirt of your store.
He says we don't sell any store-branded merchandise.
Fine, just give me
like
like a
shirts. However, if you are willing to do a short job for me, perhaps I can give it to you free of charge.
Free of charge? For free?
Hey.
Yes, I just have something that needs taken care of.
Yeah, this policy is worth it.
Let's do it.
Let's go. Sure. What's this job that you have in mind?
Well, from time to time, there are some very specific artifacts I'd like to procure. Now, I don't personally have the means of retrieving the. However, I've heard of a very, very powerful stone that is being held by the Hell Knights. It's the Order of the Torrent, off in the Hell Knight district. Perhaps if you'd go and retrieve that object for me, I'd be willing to trade.
I'm fine with it. What about you guys?
Sure.
The rat? Rat is fine. He says yes. We'll do
Huh?
it! Nothing, just say yes.
Yes.
There
He
we
says,
go.
very well. If you bring back that gem for me, I will trade it.
I accidentally dropped something from a shelf.
He just ting ting ting, and he looks over and he just glares at you.
I'm
It's like-
sorry.
I'm walking over there, pulling his ear, like his mom. Bagels, how dare you! I told you don't touch anything!
It was so shiny. Reminded me of cheese.
Back in the cage for you.
He's gonna pick him up by the tail.
So, and he said he mentions, yes, well, you will find it in the Citadel of the Hell Knights, of course. So the Hell Knight Citadel.
Where's the location of this Hell Knight?
I believe it's somewhere in their archive. It's generally kept. They have a lot of artifacts in their archive. So, whatever means you do to get it, it's not for me to ask or say. However, if it suddenly goes missing, who knows if they'd even realize it. They don't use it that much.
Well, you got a picture of this thing or general description? Because I don't want to steal the wrong thing.
It says, yes, it's a very smooth, deep ruby. Basically, you can hold it in two hands. It's about 6 inches tall and 6 inches wide. It's just a sphere. A very deep ruby color with some swirling kind of mists in it. There's not many of those around, so I'm sure you'll find it.
Alrighty, we'll head out to get it.
Alright.
Nice. Anything else you guys want to shop around, or is the browse
What did he bring over?
Oh yeah.
What did he bring? Anything good?
He's like, oh, yes, of course. And he holds up a ring. Let me find it again. Because I forgot. Oh, God. Alright. He holds up a ring, and as it reflects in the light, it's all sorts of different colors. It's a deep blue, but if he kind of tilts it at a different angle, and it turns to a red and a green, tilts it back and forth, and he says, "This is a ring of energy resistance. Once per day, you can shrug off any sort of energy. All of it gets diverted into the ring, which of course holds this energy. And then if you touch another creature or object, you can disperse that energy back. So say you are someone's trying to shoot you with a laser, you can redirect it into your ring and then fire it back at them. Or there's some pool of electricity, you can absorb it and then use that later."
I like the sound of this already.
And he says, "Yes, that runs about 700 credits."
That's cheap.
I'll
Oh.
take that shit.
So too.
Where is it? What pair? Where's it on?
It's something not on that. I'll write it out for you.
Alright. You said 750?
Yes.
Okay, let me fucking subtract it. Okay, that'll leave me with 590. Alrighty, what's it called? So I can just go ahead and put it in my inventory.
It's just there's a few different things. So I'll call it the ring of scouring.
Alright, and it redirects energy.
And then the other thing that he brought out, he emotions. And it's a pair of blue gemstones, all identical in look. And he says, these gemstones, if you wear 2 on your arm and 1 across your chest, either as a necklace or perhaps as a part of your armor, you are able to temporarily create a shield around you that it recharges every few minutes. About every 10 minutes it'll start to regain energy again. However, it'll shield you for a time against energy weapon as well. And this one is worth a mere 500 credits. And the technical aspects of it is basically if you wear all 3 of them, it provides you what is effectively 5 extra hit points against energy weapons.
I'll be back. Hold on.
Okay.
Alright.
Yeah, I'll be back to you in just a second.
Okay. So,
Sorry, totally zoomed out.
how are things? Everyone's left.
Wait, are they all gone?
No, they're coming back.
I've been totally tuned out. I have been working on my backstory. I was kind of, I'd think something up, get home.
Let's see.
Funny thing is, when I was looking at that armor, Schnoodle,
Mm-hmm.
the armor I bought.
Yeah.
Totally, I'd have to see if I can find a picture.
Alright, what are we doing?
Wow, you both got back at the same time.
Yeah, Schnoodle. That's how I pictured the armor looking. That's how I
The
pictured it when I
NCR
looked at
armor.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just without the jacket.
Yeah, it's pretty much the same. Are you guys interested in the shield rubies?
Meh.
Or I guess they're not rubies actually, they're opals, basically.
Meh.
Okay. And he says, and he points at Ozar, and he says, now that I think of it, I might have something that interests you.
Oh.
And he motions to a ring. And it has an intricate, decorative... It's just a golden ring with a flat piece on it. There's no jewelry or, like, gems on it or anything. It's like a flat disc and a cross in the middle of it, closed in by 2 very small circles. And he says, this is an appraiser's signet. It helps you determine the value and gives you a little bit of a boost to bartering.
Yeah.
The specifics of that is a +4 circumstance bonus to appraising and bartering.
How much?
And he says, as long as you promise not to use that on me, it's 750 credits.
Imagine using it on him for the dagger. 500.
And he looks at you and just rolls his eyes. I can do 600.
550.
600 is my final offer.
Fine, 600 is. Yeah.
Now wait just a moment.
What do you want?
Yes? How
That's
can I
a great deal, and I think you're a very great person. Thank you.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yeah, thanks. I'm taking it anyways.
I'm still holding the rat.
Is anybody else looking for anything specific?
Nope.
Alright. He says, don't forget our deal.
Well, what's the ring called again?
What?
What's the ring called?
It's an appraiser's signet.
Okay.
And you can just write down +4 circumstance to appraisal and bartering. Okay. Anything else you guys would like to do, or
Now
Let's-
let's turn in for now.
turn in for the night?
And then we'll head down to the Hell Knight district.
A lot of exposition tonight, and also most of it was taken up by you guys just looking at stuff to craft again for an hour.
You're welcome.
I think that's stuff that we should probably try to do before.
Yeah, I just noticed that. I was like, okay, next time I'll just do it offline.
Yeah, as that eats into a lot of the time.
Yeah.
Do like what, 3 hours?
It was like
Yeah.
50 minutes. I checked on my OBS.
Yeah, but total we
Oh,
usually
yeah.
play for 3 hours.
Yeah, 3 hours. Right about
It's
now.
a good third of the time where we don't get much.
Yeah, I
We
hate
know.
that trash.
Brad didn't buy anything actually. That's why he has so much
Yeah,
money.
I just.
Wait,
Yeah, Brett doesn't buy anything.
wait,
but-
hold on.
The
What's
amount of
this-
money he would need to spend.
Brad, what's your sleight of hand?
Uh,
I assume.
We're not using Brad to steal anything.
let me see.
I would
Brad
imagine.
can choose to steal something if he wants.
No, I'm a good boy.
You have
Are
0?
you? You're chaotic.
Oh, shit. Like
Chaotic
throwing
good, though.
grenades in boxes.
Is he chaotic good?
Chaotic neutral.
Okay, yeah, chaotic neutral.
You
So
didn't
you
go
can do
all the
what
way.
you basically can do whatever
My
you want.
sleight of hand. Oh wait, is that total? Wait. Total is 2, so.
Please don't steal anything.
It is 2. Oh jeez.
Time to upgrade it.
Oh,
Yeah, you need fast hands like I got.
No.
That I'm not using for stealing. Unless it's
Not from
absolutely
such a nice guy like
necessary.
this.
I was thinking too. I have 6. I was like, 6.
Yeah, but what if you roll a 1?
And then I would try to talk my way out. Be like, oh, I just was, recovering it because it was about to drop. That's all. Here, let me put it back in the shelf. Done. And that'll be a bluff check. But I didn't know Schnoodly was gonna let me go with that.
yeah, I mean, you can try.
That's fine.
Now, so there's some stuff that you can work towards.
No.
Hey, I'm just saying, my barter skills, we got ourselves a free jar in exchange for side quests.
Yeah. A side quest.
Mm-hmm.
You still have a lot of the city to explore, which I'll have a
Yeah.
map for you next time. I have it drawn out.
Are we
On
playing
my
Sunday next
notebook.
week or Saturday?
Are we playing next week?
We'll
Yeah, we can. I'll be working, but I don't really care.
Oh.
I mean, I work tomorrow, so it doesn't really matter. That's why I was kind of pushing for Saturday, but
Yeah.
it's fine.
Yeah, well.
I got something going on Saturday night, I think. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I
Try Sunday
guess
again.
Schnoodly will announce on Wednesday what's going to happen in the
Oh,
weekend.
I mean, Sunday
yeah,
is
no, I
better
can't do
for me
next Saturday
week.
because Christmas
Sunday's
party.
better for me next week anyway.
Yeah.
Christmas.
Yeah, Sunday will work for me. I have my Christmas party next weekend.
Christmas?
Yeah, they book it fucking early.
What the hell?
Last
Huh?
year's the 13th. This year's the 3rd.
Is there a reason why so early?
They just don't want to. They take 2 months off. I guess.
Well, the boss will take about a month off anyways.
There's some
she'll
spooky
go-
stuff.
To Hawaii or something.
So like for most of the shop stuff, there's not a lot of tiny like jewelry and stuff for Starfinder, so I just go back to Pathfinder and look at a lot of their treasures. And
You just kind of wing it.
yeah, pretty much. But because most of the Pathfinder stuff converts to Starfinder pretty well. There's some differences in balance, but
Yeah, makes sense.
oh, there's some. On Linux, I can right-click and copy images and PDFs, but not on this for some reason. Not on Windows.
You're running Linux right now?
I'm not running Linux. I run Linux at work, which is when I
Oh,
build
yeah.
this stuff. So if I could,
If I could get away with playing it at work, I would, but
oh yeah.
they tend to watch the back area. But I'm at that point where I don't care as well, so I'm staying all the time just playing on my. I sat there the other day just kind of scrolling through Facebook and Discord. I got fucking moved around to nowhere's Discord because I'm making puns. I made so many puns of his name that I actually got moved to a different chat.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, he has a little secret chat that he doesn't let people see.
Who has this?
Nowhere.
Oh.
No.
He has this chat he'll put you in if you make puns about his. He threw me and Bone in there last weekend.
Oh.
Or this week. It was on Tuesday.
Let's see. So this is the ring that you just got. Leaf.
Yeah, nice.
Oh, that looks pretty cool.
And you didn't get this whole thing double. You just got the ring on the finger.
What? Okay. Oh, okay. The ring on the finger. Okay. Yeah, I don't want the whole thing. Wait, what happened to the guy's finger? Why was it chopped off?
That's treasure from Pathfinder, and it's Gaspadar's signet, and it's a little bit different, but
Okay.
he was
Appraising the whole thing. Got chopped off.
some king of old, which this is actually lore for this universe. He's some king of old who had his finger clipped off
Cut
by
off.
an assassin. And now the Aslanti Empire, what used to be kind of good, they've turned to lawful evil in this universe from a different system. There's a lot of history that I had to learn.
A lot of lore written in this.
There is.
I have a few things I will ask you, but
There's a ton of it. Gunther is just knocked out on my chest. Flopped. I have a whole book of treasures.
Where'd Solger
oh,
go?
really?
He went to bed. He was like, I'm tired. I'm gonna go to bed.
Being a bitch.
He's like the worst player. Like, he's the one who complains that we don't play or whatever. And then I put in 2 weeks worth of work. And he's like, I don't want to do it because I want to hook up with this girl. Or, I'm tired. I'm just not going to play. And then he goes on and complains, we never play!
I don't know. What are you
Fucking
doing right
soldier.
Uh,
He pisses me off.
I guess I can probably close roll 20 now. We're done, right?
now? Yeah. We'll just head back to the hotel.
Yeah. I assumed you did.
I want to go play some more Red Dead before I wake up.
Oh yeah, how is that game?
I've been enjoying it.
I'm really curious what they're gonna do for money. How they're gonna do microtransactions.
it's gonna be GT Online over again, so
Probably.
microtransaction on online.
But like, what kind of shit can they add? Are they gonna go wacky with it and add like aliens?
Probably not.
Aliens is maybe as far as, because I mean, that's, remember that old, not the old, but the sort of recent movie, Alien vs. Cowboys?
That's what I was thinking of.
With, yeah, Daniel Craig in it. Yeah, that's a possibility.
It might be a bit more like
Didn't they have an Easter egg for aliens in Red Dead 1 or something? I mean, they had
Alien-
that zombie shit.
They had the zombies. They had the alien Easter egg in in
Yeah,
the first mission during that first heist there. Like
yeah.
to start the pro. If you go
Yeah.
off the road, there is a fucking egg. No,
Yeah.
no, I've been enjoying Red Dead 2. So
I'm waiting
Like,
for
I've-
it to come to PC.
I'll pick up on
Same.
PC as well.
'Cause I do not have a console.
I do, but I don't want to fucking pay for it twice.
Same here.
I will, because I've found that it's worth. Like, yeah, Rockstar's kind of scummy with their hours, but a lot of companies do that shit. So
What? What's scummy? What?
they've been working people
Oh,
longer hours.
they
than they
always
should.
have.
Yeah, and they're not the only company that does that.
Yeah.
They're the only one that gets called out. For...
It's impressive that their stuff that comes out is so good with how awful the work environment sounds.
Yeah,
Considering other work environments just produce kind of crappy games.
you get companies that don't spend all that time working, and shit games. Call of Duty, for example.
Yeah. You have Bethesda with their Fallout games that are so unpolished.
Like what they said for 76 is, it's slightly an off-kilter story. Like it's not part of the main lore.
Oh.
No, it was they've been wanting to try it, the Fallout Online for a while, so it was finally decided.
So how's there a Brotherhood of Steel?
I don't know. Well, there's no
Understand.
NPCs.
Yeah. And that just puts me off. I'm like, I
Hey, why
really
wouldn't they
don't
put NPCs in the game.
like.
Like what the?
What do I fight against? Just a bunch of monsters? I don't really want to.
There's ghouls and other creatures. There's something called the Scorched, which are, I guess they're somewhat human. They're like people that survive the blast and they're just burnt bodies.
So they're ghouls.
Yeah, there's not called ghouls. There are like regular ghouls.
Oh,
I think they're ones that survived
yeah.
in like makeshift bunkers and shit. Came out, got burned. I'm now playing poker.
So there's just no humans in it, but there's all sorts of other NPCs.
There's AI like enemies, but there's other players.
Yeah. It's kind of silly to me that there's no human enemies, by, having this big vault open up.
At most, I think that's gonna be the players.
Yeah.
It's gonna be interesting to see how it holds.
I don't like it.
I'll let you guys know how.
Alright. Sounds good.
Nah.
Since I'll be playing it on Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Yeah, beta starts
Oh.
on the 30th. Fuck, I'll be playing it after work too. Man, my schedule's all sorts of fucked up at work now.
Eccles the Biter. You speak so many different languages, Brad.
Does he?
Like,
Can
you're
I
just
say?
this tiny rat. He speaks all the Pact World languages.
Really? I speak
Yeah.
like 3 languages.
Yeah, most people do.
I speak Common, English. Well,
Common.
I guess what would pass for where they spoke on like the home planet. And I speak fucking fire language.
You speak fire language?
Yeah, Ignan. It's the language of the fire people. They're the ones that suck. Why not? Backstory is served with some of them.
Yeah, you guys get your fucking backstories together.
I've been working on it.
I
I
don't
just
have time for
don't
it.
think of it.
It's been busy.
Like I'll think it up completely, get home and forget it.
Yeah.
Start writing it down.
A little notebook that you carry around. That's what I
Yeah.
do.
I have one at work. It's full of numbers. It's full of
Start
work shit.
start writing shit down. To carry a pen and a piece of paper.
I already do.
I'm still writing my fanfic. My docs.
I'm ready for Brad's Mimi backstory.
God, Brad's character is just a fucking meme.
Yeah.
Need one. You always need one.
Yeah. He works. The thing is, he works in universe. It actually makes sense.
Yep.
The memes make sense.
He teleported himself onto this place on accident. And he's just like, alright, I'm here now.
Yes.
He's basically the stupid inventor.
You teleported yourself onto the ship by accident.
Yes,
Yes.
that's his backstory.
Only you. Only you.
Just this gross, furless rat.
Are you really furless? Like, is that canon?
It's now canon, yes.
It is now, I hope.
Jesus
It
Christ.
happened during the original teleportation.
It just burned like half of my skin and fur off.
My guy has a mohawk. Not one
Brad,
of those
what
giant spiky ones, but one with close crop.
Oh yeah.
Mine actually probably more resembles that character that we found earlier. Was
Yeah.
the pale dude.
Yeah.
Except that I have gold etchings on my skin instead of just
Yeah.
skin.
Brad, what kind of armor do you wear?
Does my character have armor? I don't even know.
They should.
Let me see. Hold on.
I already closed it.
Me too.
Oh.
Okay, I just reopened like every tab I closed in the last day. What the? How did I do that?
Mine has like
If you can reopen the last browsing session.
Dear Lord.
I have just basic stuff, but
I
also
like
a
opened like
cloak with
20
a hood.
tabs. Okay.
Oh,
let me
there
see. Alright, down my armor. 9%.
Yeah, mine's just basic stuff. I mean, of course, I've got the carbon skin on now, but the basic
I have my
gear
fucking
over
ring.
top of it.
Where's
And
that
then,
even
like I said, a hooded cloak.
I found it. You have second skin.
Oh yeah.
And that's it. That's all that you have. You just have
Yeah.
skin
Fucking
over
suit.
your meaty, gross
See,
skin.
it's
You're a hairless
freaking-
rat
oh,
with
yeah.
spandex armor on.
Nice.
He's not gonna survive in the snow.
Well, you gotta get some fucking armor, man. You're gonna freeze.
He has 384 credits.
But I said 3,000 credits.
Look, I'm sure he could get something made that's like, I mean, he's small, he's tiny, he's a foot tall.
I've just been like gnawing off part of the wall in my quarters to throw it on my naked
Jesus
mole
Christ.
rat bod.
Oh god.
Man, look, we just got you a bunch of UPBs. I'll try to make you some.
Yeah. Make him
He,
fun.
he can make himself things. He has
Yeah, you can make yourself
high-ass
shit.
engineering.
I think I have like 9 or 10 inches.
He hasn't even used his drone. He doesn't know how to use his when he built it. It's just like
I feel like every session I'm like, should I take it out? Nah.
he doesn't actually want to deal with his drone.
I'm so like worried it's gonna break, and even though I know I can get a new one eventually, I'm just like, I don't want to lose it.
Just use it. We can repair it. Hell, I think I have mend and I can repair it mid-battle if you really want me to.
Look, I'm like a hoarding rat. I want to have all the cheese. I don't want to actually eat it yet.
Jesus Christ.
Oh god.
Saving it for winter.
Well, you know what? We're about to be in winter, and your ass is gonna freeze to death.
Yep. And I'm gonna laugh at you the entire time.
You could ask for an enchantment. That helps you. It's just like there's all sorts of things that you could ask.
Maybe I'll just ask for my fur back.
Unfortunately, there's no technology that can do that.
God
You
damn.
are just
Technology.
furless forever.
Even in space, bald people don't have any chance.
Nope. You also you have a -3.
I'm just gonna start like, I think from now on, I'm just gonna start shaving the hair off of every person we kill or defeat, and just like
And just pacing your ass off.
God, that's psychotic. What the fuck?
Let it grow.
You should have like a negative charisma modifier.
For being disgusting.
Yeah.
And then you know what though? Next time we go in a village and I have like all this hair from like all of our defeated enemies, I could be like, hey, do you want to be the next one on my body? Yeah, that's what I
Oh,
thought.
God. It's just all taped to you. Just like...
It will
I really-
fuse
or-
one day. It
And
will
then
fuse.
when I go up to like some other rat girl, I'm like, hey, I really like your hair.
Oh, Jesus. That's so scary. You still have 9 points skill ranks to spend, Brad. You could spend it in sleight of hand.
You know, I'm gonna spend those actually. Let me see.
You can only use 3 ranks though.
Well, 3 ranks in each.
Yeah. So you could
Gotcha.
do 3 skills max for right now.
That would bring a sleight of hand up to 5.
Yeah, just 5 though. Just 5.
I mean, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
At least if I roll a 1, I
So
get a 10.
15 is the average that you need to roll
Yeah,
for most actions.
So they said I have 9 to spend, but like 3 in each thing or whatever.
Yeah, you can see at the bottom of your thing how much you have to spend. But you can only, in the rank column, you can only put as many ranks as your...
Oh, I see what you're saying. Gotcha.
Your total can be, like, whatever. Because you get race bonuses, also, and all whatever other stuff, mechanic bonuses. Mechanic gets a lot of skill ranks.
Yeah, I think he gets about as much as I do. Maybe even more than I do.
You get 7.
No, I get 8.
Yeah.
That's only because my int is so high.
Yeah.
8.
His int is surprisingly high. Well, int is 16 for him.
Mine's 18.
Yeah.
I'm ready to get more ranks in that,
What's
so I can just go
physical
right up to 20.
science?
Physical science is like pretty much anything that has to do with nature. Not so life science is creatures of nature. Physical science is like physics and earth stuff.
Calculating trajectories.
Yeah, identifying metals, that kind of thing.
Alright, you got it.
Surprisingly versatile. Where is my character sheet?
Who is? He is.
I am.
Oh yeah, you are. Life science and mysticism are the 2 things that are used for identifying creatures. So mysticism is for like magical creatures. Life science is for normal creatures.
Let's see what my skills are. I have 9 acrobatics, 6 athletics, -3 bluff, mind you. -3. 11 computers, 4 culture, -3 diplomacy, -3 disguise, 10 engineering, -3 intimidate, 10 life
You're
science,
too awkward to intimidate.
10 life science, 4 medicine, 4 mysticism, 3 perception, 10 physical science, 9 piloting, 10 in my lab tech profession, 9 sleight of hand, 9 stealth, and 6 survival.
Double is just all charisma.
Yeah.
The
I love
city
it,
is
man.
perfect for him. He's a city dweller.
Just bargaining everything.
Yeah.
That's all I'm doing right now.
I'll just pay whatever gets
Talk
told right up
himself
front.
out of
I should have
shit.
to pay more, probably.
And got yourself out of trouble.
He's like, I don't like the way you said that. It's 1,500 for you.
Wow.
You say 70,000. I think it's 70 or 700. Just take a couple of zeros off that. Thank you.
Woo! That's a heavy discount.
Yeah.
We need Brad to level up his sleight of hand so he can steal that dagger.
He did.
Yeah, I did.
What is it now?
It's probably 5. I don't feel comfortable
It's
with
5.
attempting that though.
Wait,
Not
but
with
relief
Brad.
is 9 though, right?
Yeah, but morally my character's gonna be like, eh.
Brad's got to work out what his character is like.
That is true.
He hasn't constructed personality or anything,
I'm trying.
or past events in his life.
Now, if I wouldn't be opposed to stealing things in a combat situation or from enemies or things like that, but from
I could have made that a combat
your
situation.
your hard, upstanding citizens, I'm not gonna be stealing from.
It's not stealing, it's
Requisitioning.
Borrowing.
confiscating.
Sure. If you can
I
convince my
could've
character
made
of that, certainly.
Could have made it a fucking combat situation. I have a grenade launcher.
Well, then we'd just be collecting items from dead bodies, not necessarily
By the way,
needing to steal it.
explosives do blow up equipment.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I don't have any more grenades. It's only
So I mean,
I've-
like I said, if you could
I've
convince my
two
character, that it's for the good, then maybe I would be not opposed to stealing it. But
That would be more chaotic good.
yeah, I'm right smack dab in lawful neutral, upholding those societal values.
I'm just neutral. I don't care
Passing
one way.
judgment on the undead now that I've obtained Pharasma's blessing,
Yeah.
ready to slay some undead motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Oh, my guy likes Kill Undead too because there's a reason he's not in the military.
Oh. Because they work with undead.
Nope. No, botched the. I'm trying to remember how I had that set up too.
Botched mission into the territory of the undead.
It started out as a neutral pact between undead and humans. Humans were gonna mine ore off an asteroid in undead space. They get. Someone tried to scam someone else. Shit went head down, and we ended up in. And shit just hit the fan.
I see.
So he's got a
I'll-
special hatred for undead, I guess.
I'll probably work it more without work. I'll sit there Wednesday night on Halloween, actually doing that instead of